Alright. Hello, hello. Let's get this shit finished, huh? Let's get this shit finished. I think we're supposed to go to the sand area or something. Doing our little mini RPG quest here, which is cute. I don't want to give them too much credit because at the end of the day it's still been outdone by a $20 game. It's like 5-6 years ago, easily. I expect a little bit more, but I mean it's still cute that they even have it. I'm not expecting much. I mean this has been the first thing in what, 6 hours? It's probably going to be close to the last. But something with these kinds of concepts fleshed out, and on top of having normal golf and stuff. I'm gonna turn the game up a bit. On my end. I'm like way too far back. One sec. Like, this is the most Mario character interaction with we've had other than your generic NPC enemies and shit. But I think either, you know, delving into more of that kind of stuff or just making more unique characters and just interesting stories and just stuff to do. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, once we see all the modes and the courses and stuff, just having an honest golf game, that's cool. I think there's some untapped potential there for a cool single player experience. Honestly, I feel like you could have both. This shit sells like hotcakes. They got the budget. And there's no way this shit costs that much compared to some stuff, right? So I'm not gonna give him any excuses. Funny, we're not even really using golf. We're just doing essentially a QTE. I mean, it's technically using the golf club, sure. But we're not actually using golf mechanics or any kind of golf thought process. Like, I'm not thinking about wind, I'm not trying to pick a club, I'm not aiming, right? So it's like, it's cute, but that was the same with the last boss. You just ran around and then did a QTE, so that's kind of what I mean. It's not really that great. Like, it's in the right vein of what I'm kind of like, you know, thinking they could do. El Phoenix. But it just doesn't really take it to that next level. I mean, at the end of a marathon, it's refreshing enough, but I'm not gonna give it like Got many props just because of that. See, now here we're actually doing something. I'm actually playing some golf. Slightly. Will I die? The duff shot. I hate the timing. I hate the timing because it starts quick and slow. Just make it one speed, man. I think it's to make it easier, but I think it makes it harder. Because I'm getting ready to react to like the quick speed, but then it's like, ooh, it slows down. So it's purely visual. The only other fight in the game is the same shit. Well, it's not like it's a horrible problem, but it's just kind of annoying. I hate when games do that. How far did you go last night, Goto? Pretty far, man. Ooh. You have Clan Creator yet? I want to see you do a bit of that. Easily the worst part about the game. I think Ripper straight up just dropped it for a while until because of that. So definitely one of my least favorite mini games. It's not horrible. It's got a lot of, it's fleshed out, but it's like a pain. Oh, sorry. I'd like to see your take on it. Cabaret. Have you done like a real Cabaret minigame yet? You've only watched 0, right? Cabaret is fun. If you've never done it. Takes a long time to fully finish, but it's a fun little management minigame. It's better than the pure sim shit from Like a Dragon. I'm sure you've seen that. Maybe? I think you saw me do it a bit. You get paid good money too, I think. Hey, thank you, Lassie.
You son of a bitch.
Thank you very much, man. Okay. I mean, I didn't really talk specific, but... There's mini games in 7, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the quiz was fun. Toad. Hello. Yeah, thanks again, Lassie. You might remember most of them. Some of them are pretty memorable. You won't remember the ones that have to do with the town, though. Those are fucking hardcore, because we'd have to learn them on the fly. Or are you good at memorizing Japanese names or something? Anything. Point-based scoring system. So play good. Okay. I hate Mii's. Does anybody in here hate Mii's as well? Of course you do. But does anybody here like Mii's? Dude, it really sucks. I don't have my dude's afro. Like, that was Golfman's defining feature. I guess it's 1,000 or it's there now, but... what happened? Luigi and Donkey Kong. The fellas. Are you gonna play Monster Hunter Stories too, Gotham? Have you heard much about it? Fuck, man. He hates monsties.
Ready?
I'm still up in the air about it. I think I'm gonna play it. And if I'm gonna play it, I need to do it now. Not in 2 weeks, so... I figure I'll give it a test run just to see the Monster Hunter assets and shit apply to a different kind of game. We'll see. Thing is, I don't have it in the mail yet, but I heard you could play the demo, and that's like the first like 8-10 hours of the game, so I might just do that. Play through that and then do Final Fantasy 14 and be ready for fucking Great Ace, man, and Neo 2. Can you believe that game's come out in like 3 weeks or less?
Ready?
Wait, it's not coming out on PC right away? Really? 2 weeks?
Nice shot.
Or Great Ace? Really? That's dog shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna be waiting. I'm playing it right away. Because I know you won't get to it probably right away. Not what I want to run a schedule for that one anyways. It's like 2 games long, right?
Nice shot.
You do this. You might be able to jump with your superpower over that.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie.
to work on my putts in this game.
Nice try.
Costing me all the birdies. I guess better approaches, but I mean, where it's like speed golf. Not gonna have like perfect everything as I work on it. This one also has a lot less projection and shot fixing, because everything's done before you actually pull off your execution, and you just don't have as much visuals to work with. Which adds a lot of depth, I suppose, for a online game, but single player experience it's a little bit less. A bit more lacking compared to like Toadstool 2 or something.
Ready?
It's not like the lines I'm like taking are really that fucking crazy either.
Nice shot.
The golf is actually more simple than it's ever been. It's the, yeah, there's running around now. It's a blood sport now, man. It is just as simple in the 3DS one.
Nice approach.
I mean, there were some new crazy, like, stages and items you could use and shit, but... yeah. Really, that missed? Are you kidding me? And now there's, like, running and...
Nice try.
different kinds of game modes you can verse people in and all that shit. Yeah, but the basic teeing off, there's actually less depth. Not by a whole lot, but a little bit. Turn-based online, probably just honest golf.
Ready?
The thing is with the running around is I just don't know, yeah, how much like... truly how much depth there is to it. Like maybe in an actual like speed golf, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna play some online here when we're done with the story mode. Just to see. That's super as you go so far. That's way too far. Really, that wasn't enough power? God damn. Fucking bogey.
Double bogey.
And that fucking tree hit. Yeah, I don't know. Like some of these modes, like they dip into like party game Mario Kart style stuff, but I don't know if they really dip in enough. Like at the end of the day, you have a special move that like slams on people that like sort of keeps them down for just a little bit, and you have like lines you can go down, but it's not like there's tight platforming, risky anything, or like big counterplays. Like at the end of the day, it's just like, can you golf accurately enough, fast enough? You know, it's like normal speed golf, you just actually walk the course. It's like, I don't know, I just don't know if there's enough. I feel like the 3DS one, the World Tour, had a bit more wacky arcade shit that still, and it was still just pure golf. Like the items and the things you could just aim for. And some of the shortcuts and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Like, it's still fun, don't get me wrong. I don't mean it's like not fun at all, but... yeah, this might be fucked. Oh no, it's perfect.
Nice on. Birdie.
Jesus, dude, the putts, man. God damn. I'm like underpowering by so much, apparently. Just can't get a feel for the putts in this one. Always underpower it.
Ready?
What? Well, this is gonna be fucked. That's probably just gonna fucking go out of bounds. Yep. Sick, dude. Like instantly fucking accepted my shot. I don't mean to do that. I mean, it won't ruin us or anything, but... it's unfortunate, for sure. It's just one hole, luckily. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's definitely more focused on the multiplayer. I would say the single player, it's cute it's here, and compared to other Mario Golf games, it's technically a better single player experience because they just don't have one. Minus the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance one, which do have a story and RPG progression. It's very light, but they do have it. So, I mean, there's a better shell for single player in this, but that doesn't mean the single player is, like, good.
Ready?
It does its job.
Nice shot.
Being a bare bone single player. I don't know what the best pathing is here. I don't know. We'll see by the end. I ain't done with it. So.
Nice shot.
The fuck? Jesus, like I just threw an extra 25 feet on it, and it still didn't make it. I mean, I guess I was coming out of the rough, but... I don't know, I just feel like there's more potential. Like when you compare it to the other games, it does do a bit more in terms of a campaign mode, but it could just be so much more. So then you just gotta pretty much compare it on the level of like, how is the golf? And how many other features are there, and we'll see on that.
Ready?
The golf itself, I mean, it's hard for it to be really like worse. There's a lot less projection and like detail you get to see. A lot more just by feel. I'd say the courses aren't. They're fine. They're not super crazy. I was kind of hoping there'd be more of like the 3DS kind of courses. Like a bit more crazy shit. Since this is all about like running around and being super arcadey and stuff. We'll see. We'll have a big old long talk and shit. I really wish the arrows, the height projection was better. Like, I can't even tell, like, how high I'm going. Like, what is this arrow even fucking showing me right now, dude? Like, you just have to get a feel for it, I guess. And it's like, that's fine, but, like, I don't know, man. I'd like some of that to just be a bit more, like, less guesstimate, a bit more you know it. And the difficulty doesn't come in from memorizing exactly how everything works, but stage design and other kinds of like factors like weather or, you know, wind. And the problem isn't hills, man. The problem is the fucking arrow. When the arrow adjusts for your hill. There's not even a... Yeah, like you can't see where your curve's gonna go or nothing. I mean, it's fine. Less shot projection isn't a big deal, but it kind of feels like a hollow way to add more depth sometimes. I'd rather it be in the stage design, really. And if you're gonna have this like platforming running around thing, I mean having that be a little bit harder too. And at the end of the day, it's like I just run in a fucking straight line, right? Like, there's not like that much going on. Maybe online there's a bit more like nasty play. I think it's fun. I mean it's cool actually walking the course, but I wouldn't say it's like is the next level of Mario Golf. Right? Waiting for this nice on to wear off is horrible too. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I win the hole still, so it doesn't matter, but it's like, Jesus. Oh. Hey man, it's speed golf, brother.
Ready?
I'm underpowering in this game by a lot. On my putts. Just the general speed of it. I don't take my time on the putts as much as I should. Definitely need to. I don't like the curve, you have to just hold it too. I wish it was taps. You can go up to 3 different levels, how about 3 taps? Instead you like hold it and it's really easy to accidentally put too much in. It's another, I guess, like, skill thing, but it kind of just feels dumb. It was one of those things, like, there was no problem with the old system. I can understand changing the system to make it so that instead of affecting the ball... So in the old system, like how it would work, right? You would put loft under the ball to go up. Or you'd hit on the right side of the ball to go left, right? And this, you just press left to go left, right to go right, up, down, go down. That makes sense, but it's like, there was nothing wrong with like holding it at like a certain angle and stuff to get a bit more complex hits and stuff. And this, I think you can get like, it said multiple brackets and chunks of like curves. I don't know if like the ball can like curve extra. I mean, that'd be okay, I guess, but...
Nice birdie.
Some of it just feels like changes just to change it. More than like an improvement. You know, when you look at like Mario 64 Golf, Mario Golf on the N64, to Toadstool Tour, there's some big raw upgrades, really nice things. But it doesn't sacrifice difficulty or depth. It just narrows that gap between, you know, it helps you do the I don't say the boring golf stuff, but some of the wacky golf stuff so they can focus on harder stages and shit. Damn, dude, Luigi getting piped by fucking Donkey Kong, man.
Ready? Nice shot.
The nice on, dude. Horrible feature. So you can't latch on your ball when the guy's saying nice on. For some reason, that seems to be the indicator. So when you use your super, you can't like turn around, right? So sometimes I'll use it, think I'm good, I'll latch onto the ball mid super, I'll get this final burst of speed, but then he hasn't said it yet, so I just go past and I have to like waste 3 seconds walking back. It's just like, why? So far I've only able to figure out that he does it, like it only happens because the guy says nice on, and you can't get to your ball when he says it. I have no idea. It seems like an oversight, but that'd be a really weird one to have because it happens like every couple courses or every couple holes. It's not a deal breaker, it just seems kind of unpolished. Like right there, it just interrupted it. Donkey Kong just moved my ball though. I'm pretty sure I was closer. That mean asshole. That's going to be another thing too, is how many courses are there? I would say throughout the entire series, really they've all been light on courses. I really feel like almost all of them should have more courses than they do. Like the first one has like what, 5 or 6? I mean, that's not bad. It's like 100 something holes, but you know, for the first game, okay. The Game Boy Color one, there's like 4, 5. There's 5. Not bad. But then they all have that many. Like, I think Toadstool 2 has 6, maybe 7 if you count the Jungle Canopy. That might be the 6th. The 3DS one has like 3 real courses, but then it has like 5 or 6 mini courses, which are 9 holes. And I thought that was okay, because they all have different assets, different themes, they're just shorter. I'm fine with going with that. At the end of the day, it's still the same amount of holes though. I don't count DLC. You gotta pay for that separate. And half the DLC is just Mario 64's, Mario Golf on the N64's courses. So it's like, I think what Game Boy Advance one has 5 as well. I consider really, I mean, you know, you can give some of those an excuse, but if this one only has like 5 or 6, like $60 game like nowadays with the kind of budget they got and shit, I'm like, man, I really feel like they could do more, you know?
Ready?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll check the whole list and multiplayer and stuff. I mean, when you just compare it to some other big games, just the amount of content a lot of them have. I mean, I'm not all about like hours per, you know, dollar kind of thing, but it's like, you know, to a certain extent, like, you know, why can't, you know, Mario Golf have that? Why can't they have X, Y, and Y amount of content? Yeah, pinshot, that's great. See, I just wasted like... That's a great example right there. I would have gotten it in before I got hit if I didn't have to wait for him to say pinshot. It was like 3 seconds, right? Or 2 seconds or something. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I got 3rd place because of that. Like, it's such an annoying reason. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Give me a mini golf stage. That's like fucking like that tier. Yeah, what happened to mini golf too? The only fucking mini golf was in the first fucking game, man. Yeah, mini golf stages blowing up to full courses is 3DS. I didn't want to do 2, now it's going to be too much. That might be alright. The 3DS one, that's pretty much how that one is. And then stuff like, oh, that actually worked out well.
Nice arm.
Toadstool Tour has a few hard ones like that are pretty much mini golf courses. I don't know. I mean, I like the basic ones. Have some basic ones for a while, right? Or have just as many basic ones, but then make a lot of cool ones too. I think the 3DS one was a step in that right kind of direction there. They're obviously going for something a little different mechanically on this one. But I think this system would lend itself well to a bit more complex stuff, right? You have platforming and like abilities and stuff. Like double down on that a bit. Bring back the items from the 3DS one or something. Like maybe they don't want to dip too hard in Mario Kart. But I mean they're already pretty much like, if you're gonna go this far, you might as well go fucking all the way, really.
Nice shot.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't really think the speed golf's terribly, like, it's neat. It's a neat thing, but like, I mean, I'm just running a straight line. I mean, it's not like it's really that crazy, right? Like,
Nice shot. Nice.
yeah. Yeah, I couldn't say, really.
Nice shot.
Like, I'm not saying it's unfun or like it's just a bad game or anything. I don't mean it like that at all. I'm enjoying it. But I just feel like there's more potential in the series.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus. Like, that's pretty much what the versus amounts to right there. Somebody just sniping you while you're putting. That's pretty much it. I still got it. Yeah, like it feels gimmicky, but it's not like super gimmicky, like bad gimmicky. Like running the course and having that be fun, like having that be part of the gameplay in some way, I don't think it's a bad concept, right? Because I mean, it makes the course feel more immersive. It makes it feel like, you know, like more normal golf where you actually would be on the course. How do you make that fun, right? It feels like it's an okay concept, but I just feel like they're dipping their toes into it right now. Like, I mean, I just run in a straight line and then I occasionally use a power and path correctly. The depth is in the golf still, which is where it should be, but it's almost just like a, if you're gonna do it, why not go a little harder? Yeah. The 3DS one, I mean, in some courses, sometimes it just had normal golf, but it also had like item stuff, which would be used for special challenges and shit. Like the mushroom would make it so your ball would go really fucking far when it hit the ground. You had a boomerang, which gave you like insane like curve. A bomb, which just like, you know, you go a bit, and then your fucking golf ball goes straight in there and just drops perfectly down. And like you could use them in like interesting little ways. I mean, I didn't use that many items at the end of the day, but they were there. You wouldn't use them on like normal tournaments, but there was challenges and other like probably single player stuff you could use them in. 3DS's biggest problem was it didn't really have like a good shell for the single player. You unlocked all of the courses by doing like little challenges, and some of them used some of those mechanics, some of them like actually had you go through all the courses, but it was kind of rare. It was a little weird, but what was there was cool. Yeah, but it had items, more stage mechanics, like I said, booster pads, you know, barrels that would explode, like cannons, the bombs, DK barrels, you know, all sorts of shit, right? Depending on which stage you were on. Bounce pads, like little stuff like that. It was kind of cute. I feel like that would kind of fit this. By all means, have like more classic golf. Like, I don't think that's bad. But I feel like this just lends itself to that kind of stuff more. Which is funny, because the 3DS one's pretty much just pure golf. With those things added on to it, right? Where this one's not pure golf without those things. It's like, it's very odd.
Birdie. Nice birdie.
And also for what I said about shot projection, really, it doesn't have classic shot projection because it tells you on your bar exactly where the green is and exactly where the flag is. Generally, this you can stop it at the same amount of green it's normally at, based on yardage, with like on every hole, and you could get pretty damn close. Which feels, you know, like, so it's like in a way they like make it technically give you less foresight and like shot projection, but really I hardly ever think about where I'm aiming and stuff that much. Like a little bit on the fly. I mean, it's good for speed golf, right? Like you don't want to be sitting there too long for practicing and thinking about your shots, but in a way it's almost like it's more hand-holdy, but it's also less than the other ones. It's weird. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about all of it. We'll see by the end. I don't want to give the game too much credit either. I am 7 games deep, so anything that's gonna slightly like mix it up, I just jumped over it. You don't choose when to jump. It's just always at the same point during that. I wish I could use the other power. What was I saying though? But yeah, I mean, I'm 7 games deep, so anything that kind of mixes it up, I might give too much credit. That's why I'm trying to see, like, you know, are they, you know, they're just dipping their toes in. Is it a concept worth really like pushing? I don't know. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, DK. He doesn't even have a golfing tie, man. Yeah, DK, Boo, and I think a few other people don't have any outfits, but that's because I guess they're always fucking plumber mode. Let me see. Bowser Highlands. I guess that's where we're going next. Yeah, Yoshi. You didn't put on any new shoes. Boo and Donkey Kong, dude. And I guess Chuck. But Chuck's already fucking sported out, man. Pauline put on the skin tight fucking pants. Rosalina, Daisy, and Peach got the mini skirt still. My boy looking fucking. This boy's looking stylish. Daisy looking freaky though. She always looks freaky, but she's even freakier, especially her bronze tan, man. So we got the rookie course, Bonnie Green, which is, I think this is like a 9-hole course, right? Bonnie Greens, Ridge Rock Lane, Balmy Dunes, Wild Other Woods, Bowser Highlands. It's 5 courses and then like the small one. Okay, now this has 18. These just seem almost identical. I guess they're not, but also, I didn't realize every single one was like right there on the same map. I mean, I guess that means you could use them for the plan your attack mode or whatever. Yeah, she just looks creepy. Like she's like staring like deep in your soul. Camelot's always done that with her though. And her eyes are way too wide apart. She's looking like somebody's grandma. But yeah, I think I like the personality of the characters. I mean, the Toadstool Tour had really nice animations for what they did and everything. Gave them a lot of charm compared to like the N64 one. But this one has all the outfits and stuff, which I think is cool. I think it's a nice touch. Looks pretty crisp. I don't have many complaints about the visuals in this. I mean, maybe stage variety, that kind of visuals, but in terms of crispiness in the characters and the designs, it's pretty good. And having King Bob-omb's pretty based. I like bringing back like random dudes like that. I don't know why King Boo's not out, it's just Boo. But I guess that's because Boo's always been like a character in these. Might as well use Boo, not King Boo. It's like pointing me in here. Very odd the game tries to throw some kind of like out of tournament golf story in at the very last like hour or something. I mean, maybe it's gonna last longer than that, but a warm coat, man. This is the comfy Goomba. Really, I don't even like pot shot some golf ball in there. I just walk up and it lights itself. This is what I mean, man. Just like incorporate golf into like an adventure story. Like, is it really that crazy? The reason I'm holding it to a different standard is there's a $20 game that absolutely takes a fucking dump on this story mode. More content, more interesting content, more novel ideas about golf, right? So it's kind of like there's not much excuse. Like it's not like what here is just like atrocious. It's just there's so much more potential. Yeah. They just don't even allow for like too much creativity with the assets these days. Old Paper Mario and Mario RPG and shit. They'll actually like you just have like somebody wearing a fucking different costume. This one has like one Koopa who has like a robe and you know, not one, there's like a couple Koopas who act like wizards or whatever. Which was kinda cool. They're not wizards but like kinda senseis. Otherwise, I mean, everybody's just their typical selves. Except these guys. For some reason, like, the actual Mario characters have, like, outfits. Kind Koopa can't tap is nothing, right? I mean, that's more assets and shit. I don't blame them too much, but and if they did want to have a better adventure mode, they'd have to put out content like that, right? It can't just be like sterile levels of Mario shit. Like a Color Splash or Sticker Star is probably the most sterile. New Super Mario Brothers, you know, a few of those deep, and then like Sticker Star. That's like super sterile Mario. Origami King at least kind of had some writing in there that was funny. If not, still kind of sterile in character designs, but I don't know, I'm kind of going off on something there. That's probably not exactly what you meant. Oh, yeah. For sure. How to, like, kind of turn Mario into more of a story. That's the thing, those, like, Mario and Luigi's, you know, Paper Mario, some Mario RPG. I mean, they've all kind of turned Mario assets and concepts and stuff into fun stories and stuff, adventures. I mean, the thing is, Camelot's already kind of done it. Like with the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance one, like the framework is there for an interesting single player golf thing. They just never go all the way with it. And I imagine it's because they don't want to put in the time, the asset, the money into it. When these generally do sell just for the golf multiplayer stuff, which is fine, I get it. But it kind of sucks, right? Like, I mean, there's some potential there for something cool. And you could see them kind of dabble in it here. Instead of just having it be like the other ones, which are generally a lot more just win the tournaments, get the credits kind of thing. But because they don't go all the way, I mean, kind of just feels more half-assed. I mean, this mode's pretty much a glorified tutorial. It's not bad per se, it's just, you know, it's like, damn, you know, they could just do so much more. Golf Story spoiled me, man. That's all I can say. Like, I always bring up Golf Story, and that's the thing, is it's like, you know, there's nothing that's just like wowing you about a lot of this, right? Like, it's solid golf. It's cool. It's more golf. It's more story. It looks nice. There's a nice little single player mode. It's not bad. It's just kind of there. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like, it's just, hey, you know, it's another cool little Mario Golf game, and that's fine. But I'm not gonna say it's like blowing my fucking balls off or some shit, right? Like even what it tries to do that's different. Like I said, I feel like it just dips its toes in the racing and the fighting and stuff. It's pretty simple.
Ready?
We'll see. I'm not done yet though. I'm just trying to put into words. I feel I'm getting like, why am I not like super duper enthralled by like something going on here? Oh, you go quicker on this? That's cool. Yeah, I really feel like there could be a bit more like... Seriously? Nice. That was fun. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, that's another thing too, is I don't want to like... Oh yeah, that's why I'm not impressed, right? That's another thing too, I don't want like to think like less of it just because I've played so many golf games in a row now. Like I'm not really like tired, I guess, of golf, but it needs to do more, right? Like it kind of feels like one of those things like, oh yeah, you're gonna like it more if you haven't played a golf game in a long time. But if you're familiar with golf games, like so since we've been playing golf games for a week straight, you know, you can actually compare it a bit.
Ready?
And it's like,
Nice
you
shot.
know, is it really that good or is it just that there's not enough Mario Golf out there, so it kind of like impresses people just because it's a rarity, right?
Nice one. Birdie.
Right.
Nice putt.
Yeah, slightly Mario-fied is a good way of describing most of the series. It's honestly been surprising, like, actually how little craziness there is in a lot of the courses. I'd say like a good 80% of the courses or more in the entire series are generally played pretty straight. I mean, of course, it's not like real golf. They have to be a bit more complicated just because, you know, they do give you tools to make it easier. If it was just like normal golf, every single one of them, it'd be too easy, but... Like I said, only the 3DS one, really, I was like, oh wow, this is what I was expecting the whole series. And it's not to say I'm disappointed, but it's honestly leans into being played more straight and more sim-like almost than it does crazy sometimes. Damn, that did not really turn very much. I don't really fully get, like... I guess I don't have any points into curve. I don't think I've leveled it hardly at all. That's another thing too, is spin doesn't really feel like a big deal in this one, where I really liked how spin worked in the others.
Nice
You could do some really cool shit with spin.
Birdie.
And help fix poorly executed shots on the fly and stuff. Where in this it's just kind of like... I almost just don't even think about it. Because all of the spin, your curve, all that has to be planned before the execution. And it's like, why would you plan for spin unless it's a very tricky situation where you have to stop on the fly. And for the most part, every single hole has a lot of extra room you can land. So like, why do I really need to do any spin, right? Jesus Christ, dude. Wario's getting fucking assaulted, man. So spin doesn't feel as good. Curve gets used, but since it's not as projected, it's gonna take a lot of extra practice to really get a feel for it. And obviously the levels you put into it are gonna change a lot. See this? Even if I put a level into it, it's not gonna do anything. I don't even know if running fast is that good. When you could just use your super dash, unless that works on the super dash too. Like, this is by far the craziest stage in the game.
Ready?
What the fuck? I just ran out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
So am I just working together with them? How is this? What is going on exactly?
Ready?
They said that we get kicked out if one of us didn't get par.
Nice shot.
I can't help but always have like a competitive vibe to this. And at the end of the day, it's like, you could just kind of like take your time sometimes. I guess this one's got a bit tighter of a thing. Like, I don't even know if we're really versing them. Like in the first hole or whatever, like technically it's like you're versing people, but at the end of the day, like you could just take your time. It's a timer, it's not actually a race. Only speed golf has been a real true race.
Nice approach.
Yeah, so like waiting for this dude to talk.
Birdie. Nice par.
These guys are actually playing pretty decent. Maybe it's because it is like a co-op thing. If somebody doesn't get par, that means you like all lose. Like somebody needs to get par, so they have to play enough to like carry you technically.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie.
Cool.
Nice par.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Okay.
Also, me suck. Why do I want to play as a me? Like Jesus, fuck. It just throws it into. I want to be Joe. I want to be Joe. I want to be Sonny. I want to be fucking Mario. Let me pick. I'm playing King Obama. I don't give a fuck. Give me anybody. I definitely would be Joe though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Golf Man. I like joking about Golf Man. At the end of the day, he's just a shitty me. Alright? He's got bodies in his basement. He's got people chained up. And the only way to get validated is with the sport of golf. He just doesn't have the charisma that Joe does, man. He was born different. Me's are lesser.
Ready?
They're inferior beings.
shot.
Dude, that's what I want, man. Yeah, where's Cranky, dude? Like, give me some fucking characters, man. Joe plays the cool straight edge, man. Cranky's... I guess Cranky would be the straight edge, man. I don't know what the chemistry would be, but I want it.
Birdie. Nice birdie.
Joe's the cool, charismatic guy. Cranky's the old realist guy. I don't know, but I want Joe back. Anything over playing a me. Let me play a Mario character, or let me play fucking some crazy shit like Joe.
Oh no.
Ready?
This is super ballsy, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going all out. I think it worked. Might not be worth it because I don't have any boosts. Yeah, I feel like they're already there. But I got less strokes.
Nice on.
Nice on. Let me just wait longer. Oh, not really. That ain't gonna go in. You have to be a lot more extreme with your angles in this one.
Nice.
A lot of the Mario Golf games, you can just kind of like slightly turn it and then just put power into it to make up for it. This one's like you really gotta lean into the angles for putting. Alright. This is the last hole. They said I only played 9, right? But surely there's like the full 18 at some point.
Ready?
If not, I mean, we're gonna need to play the 18 either way. Is this lava safe? I actually have no fucking idea, dude. Like, I might have grates on it is what I mean. Like, obviously lava's not safe, but like, some of the lavas have like grates over it. Room temperature, yeah. Hey man, it's good for the skin. I should have put it right here. Didn't analyze the course enough. Jesus, this is gonna be a waste. If I have to go along, that means I have to get par, right?
Chip in. Nice birdie.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Oh.
Whoa. It's Mr. Serious Business. Sonic has come to save us. You're a loser. You're fucking me. Exactly. That's a fucking problem. I'm fucking me. I suck. Let me play somebody fucking cool that I like. Give me a bit of fan service. Why the fuck would I want to play me? The campaign about playing somebody fun. Look, I get it. Self-insert. You get to interact with all the people. Mii's just suck. They look like shit. They sound like shit. They have the same customization option since the Wii. They're forced. Mii's are forced. They're ass. You can't even do anything funny with the Mii's in this. They're always the same height. Golfman's supposed to be 2 feet tall and like 300 pounds. The world's top mall. Fucking golfer, dude. Just as he planned, kidnap the world's top golfer. Well, this was fast. All of a sudden, we're here. Do I go for him or do I go for the... Okay. I guess I'm going for this. I don't think I can reach this, actually. Yeah. Wow, it's gonna be a tough shot, right? I didn't really break it. It's still plenty good. Okay, there will be some tough shots coming though. Maybe. Nope. Oh, I hit him. Well, he starts a lot of attacks after you've already started yours, so it's kind of just like... Like, what do they want me to do there? Just wait, I guess. I'm supposed to do like a certain one at a time? Oh, the power of fire. How do I use the fire? I think we're dead. Counter his attacks. Oh, right here, I see. Too late.
Fail.
This is kind of annoying. I didn't even know that mound was there, man. Thought we just had to like hit the ice blocks more. Well, you can't go too quick either, because I mean, if you go too quick, your shit's gonna... I don't know if we can hit this actually. Maybe with the driver. One of those things you just gotta be careful, because you can start an attack like here, and he'll get off a full attack during your swing. So it's like you either gotta be really consistent, or just fucking wait until huge openings. What the fuck? Okay. I guess I could blow this up. I guess I'll be waiting. Interesting. For the least amount of yards possible, too. Oh yeah, there's a mound here as well. God. I hate the timing for that. I hate that it starts so fucking fast and ends so fucking slow. Like right there, it's like already was starting to attack. That's just greedy. It's just riveting. Wish you could cancel that. I guess that would make it too. I mean, if you cancel it, it'd be like you're willing to waste part of it. So it's not like you'd really. I'll make it OP. See, like right there? Started out well after. This fight's alright though. It's got some jank going on, but I don't mind it. At least I'm actually like golfing instead of just doing QTs, although it is still a lot of QT shit. But I mean, it's the final fight, I imagine, so not really that much. I don't give it too many kudos, man. Now I have to wait for the QTE. QTE finisher, my Mario game. That's what the doctor ordered, dude.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
That was alright. Bowser gonna come in, man. That was a Wario, man. Some other powerful deity here.
Yes.
Thanks for the exposition. But yeah, look at all this crazy shit that happened off screen. Toad's exposition here. Thank you. Oh yes, I used that to free Bowser. To fully defeat you. Did we even need do we even need me? I mean, if Bowser just got freed... Wow. That looked fucking horrible. What the fuck was that? That had to have been a joke, man. That was like some fucking, like, royalty-free fucking fire splash, dude. Holy shit. That was fucking... That looked nasty. Which is Golfathon who saved the day.
Yes.
You are amazing. Wow. This shit feels so phoned in, man. It does, dude. Like, the pacing to get here was really fast, then all of a sudden, yeah, the exposition, how Bowser's here, and then, oh, you're amazing, you're so great, congratulations. It's time to go do X and Y. Super Golf Stadium. Okay, so is the story not over then? Like, he just throws that out at the... You're really awesome. Good job. Thank you, player. We'll see you in the Super Golf Stadium credits. You know, like, just the amount of rush. It feels like budgety, man. It feels phoned in. Yikes. Okay, well, I would say overall the single player is pretty whatever. I mean, technically, as far as campaigns go, it's better than most of the series. That's because almost none of them have a campaign, right? You know, this tries to have one, so you could be like, okay, yes, it has more of a single player than those, but what it does have is not really that awesome, so it's like, I mean, you'd almost just rather them not even fucking bother, right? I mean, just made more stages. What I'd like is them to, like I said, to go in a little harder on it. There's some elements of cool shit there, you know, like, you know, oh yeah, like the idea of having bosses and exploring around and having these little events that you do that involve playing golf that aren't just actually golf. But writing, just the kinds of activities you do, a lot of like the bosses are just kind of like jank QTE fests. I mean, really before that, it's just, I mean, it's just tournaments, which is fine, but it's like, you know, it's not really like any different than just playing through tournaments then, like, might as well just do that. It's kind of just like a little tutorial. It's a cute little mode, but it definitely feels like a bonus little mode, right? Like, it's clearly they didn't put like that much effort into it. The scope's pretty low, the budget's pretty low, there's not that much ambition there. It was fun enough. I mean, each area has its own kind of golf you play, which is probably just different multiplayer modes. It doesn't really ask that much of you. Easy to beat, which, whatever. Not much else to say on it. It's not like it really had a story. There's nothing really stand out about it at all. It's one of those things like it's better than nothing, but yeah, it's almost like just like leaving it out would at least, you know, it kind of feels like this half-ass blemish, man, of a thing. Almost leaving it out would, you know. It's like nowadays, it's like, I don't know, it's just having a bunch of golf courses and just like raw modes like that, is that enough? Like, I feel like nowadays it's probably not enough. Like, you almost need something like a little bit juicier like this. NHL artwork. IQ localization. What? Anyways, I mean, it looked nice. And I'm just talking about the campaign right now. I mean, we're not fully done with the game. I'm gonna go check out the multiplayer, but see truly what all features and courses there are and all that shit. We'll play the Bowser course online, I guess, because I want to see the whole thing. Try the stadium shit out. I don't really care if I win or not. I just want to see what it is. Get a feel for what all is in the game, because I mean, the amount of content, the amount of courses is pretty much one of the big differences between the games, so yeah. Anyways, in terms of the campaign, I just feel like they could just do more, really. I mean, it's just, you can make a pretty cool golf thing, a fun like little adventure game using all the different Mario characters and stuff. That isn't just, you know, like your typical RPG, it's like a golf flavor to it, but it's whatever. That's not their focus, which is fine, but their focus being the multiplayer and the new gimmicks and mechanics and stuff. And how much content's behind that is the focus. So how's that, right? We'll find out. We'll find out right fucking now, actually. Camelot makes every Mario golf game. They make all the Mario sports games. Unless you're just making a joke. Yeah, they do all the Mario sports shit. Or almost all of it. After they ruined Golden Sun. No, they do. I'm pretty sure they do all of them. Tennis ones, strike soccer ones. I mean, they just are the Mario sports people outside of Golden Sun. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they have more people working with them than just their in-house Camelot people. There's probably a lot of like inside Nintendo kind of stuff to keep it in line with the other games and art, but yeah. Well, the only thing that makes it not seem like a Dark Dawn, right, is there's not actually that much dialogue. Dark Dawn's biggest problem, too much fucking dialogue. I guess we'll do network play. See how bad the online is. Battle Golf. I don't care. Okay, Brandon. Let's play some Battle Golf. Oh, his connection's already awesome. Mrs. Lady. Oh. Apparently not. Can we just not see their icons? It's only mine. Mac Gons. Let's play some golf, motherfuckers. I don't know how this mode works. It's like battle golf. Holy shit, the latency's already bad as fuck. I just want to play Bomb-Omb. I don't give a fuck about tryharding this, dude. I just want to play King Bomb-Omb. It's just cool he's in this. I have no idea what he just picked. I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm literally gonna play like 3 rounds if you multiplayer.
Go!
Oops. So what do? We just race the holes? Just like that other mode? Which is with like more latency? Like,
Nice shot.
okay. So you just race to the first 3 holes. So if anybody comes with you, you're fucked. Nobody went with Brandon, so he just got his picks. Interesting. Alright, well, there's battle mode. That was, it's cute. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's been a lot of time on. Let's try stroke play, take turns. Do we know what stage we gotta play on? Oh, it's only 9 holes. I'll probably just play a solo 18 holes on Bowser's to see all the holes, because I only saw 9. No special shots. These motherfuckers want to play some honest golf. Playing Paulina. Where are we going, dude? Okay, that's boring. I'm down. This is probably like the good stuff, right? Actually, like the speed stuff seems cute, but like playing just honest golf. Like if they like Toadstool Tour with like fucking multiplayer, dude, see that would be like better, right? This will take a while. We got 4 people. And we can't fast forward it. Oh, there's 2 people on one switch here. Wouldn't there just be like meta characters?
Nice shot.
Like Bob-omb's the best because he hits the hardest or the farthest or some shit. Like you'd always pick him. Maybe there's like some real balance in this one. Jesus, my top range is fucking horrible, dude. This is what I mean, it's just like, unless the stage is right for it. Got really bad range. I just want to try different characters out though. But like, is the control? The control doesn't seem like that big of a deal in this one. Like, making errors is really hard to even do on the same levels like Toadstool 2 or even the N64 game. I feel like high yards would just be more of a play. I need to be putting top spin if I'm going to play any more online here. The Yoshi now. Well, this could be comfy.
Nice shot.
Thing is, you can learn from people's shots and not do what they did.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Which is kind of funny. But I mean, I guess that's how it could be at any time. But it's a little bit more real in a video game, right? Because you can see the exact spots they can start at, you know, the amount of hit they do. Like if you were just both in the same spot and they went first, you feel like, oh yeah, I shouldn't do that exact move. It's not like a balance problem. It's just a funny thing. The connection's horrible right now. Hopefully that doesn't affect timings at all. You'd think it would be on the player side, all the timings, and then the game just executes it online later. So that it doesn't matter. Because latency on the button presses would be a pain.
Nice.
Rosalina's size changes all the time, man. Is she supposed to be gigantic? She's like not that big in this. Mario Kart, she's a little bigger. I'm glad this is only 9 holes, because goddamn, man. We'll be here the rest of our lives, dude, 4 people.
Nice birdie.
There you go, buddy. Can you not grief people in this?
Nice par.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a pretty big lady.
Birdie. Nice birdie.
Jesus, dude. Paulina's fucking stacked. Fucking packing some heat, man. Yeah, they just change their size depending on whatever fits, I guess, for the game. At least Rosalina still exists. It's kind of interesting that Paulina's in it. Some cool character picks on this.
Ready?
King Bob-omb, Chuck, Paulina. I guess she's popular after Odyssey, right? It's just not just like another princess.
Nice shot.
This dude loves his backspin and shit, man. Okay, pro. Clearly.
Nice shot. Nice on.
See, the cool thing about the N64 one, I think it was, And the Toadstool Tour is you could press buttons and just shit talk people, dude. Like, Daisy said some nasty shit, man. Like, people were just... There's like, you literally had a mean buttons taunt, where if you hit the left stick, it would all be mean shit, and then the right stick was nice shit. And some people just only had mean shit, and it's just funny. But I guess that would just not fit nowadays, right?
Nice shot.
Oh, are you? Are you in here right now, or what do you mean? You're challenging me in chat? I'm not taking any challenges right now. Right? I'm just trying a few matches out. It's my first even couple minutes online. If you're one of these motherfuckers, though, sure. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more after this one for now.
Nice.
Nice. I'm just kind of dipping my feet in right now. And I'm probably gonna take a break. Been streaming for like 10 hours today. Just want to see how bad the latency is and stuff. Seems to be alright. I haven't noticed any really weird latency issues. I mean, normally in golf you probably wouldn't.
Chip in.
Maybe the speed golf would have it.
Nice birdie.
I guess we'll do... I'm not gonna plan anything because we're like at hole 2 right now. Have you managed a hole-in-one this marathon? Yeah, I've done a hole-in-one twice. Or was it 3 times? I think twice. I highlighted them. I did 1 albatross and 2 holes-in-one.
Nice birdie.
Oh damn, that Mario got a fucking he got the chip in? So bad for fucking Yoshi, dude. Oh no, they haven't finished yet. Really?
Ready?
Ready?
Nice shot.
Should probably throw top spin on. This tree is going to be an issue. Could just play it safe, I guess, instead of going super deep. Don't have the yards. If I had like an extra like 20, 30 plus yards, like fucking Rosalina here, I could just circumvent the tree. I might not get birdie on this hole. That tree's gonna be an issue. And I don't know if I trust my curve play. I mean, I could just do it in an extra stroke, play it safe. We'll see how it looks.
Nice shot.
Usually I would pick Rosalina. I usually like Rosalina, but I want to try somebody just like that's not been in a Mario game character before. So I'll play like Rosalina and like Mario Kart and shit.
Nice shot.
Since Paulina has pretty weak yardage, I think they're gonna get it in 2. Or I've got to do it in 3. I'm gonna make up for it in the approach and the putts. If I do it all. Yoshi won't though. I think he's a low yards too. Yoshi was the all-arounder in the other games, but... Gonna hit the tree, man. What the fuck? Ooh, it barely. I mean, he still hit it, but didn't hit it as hard as I thought. Oof, that's a bad spot. That's a rough spot in the bunker, baby. That is the logos out. Damn shame.
Nice shot.
See, they're gonna get there in two. Well, they should. Ooh, shivers. Yeah, I think I got some clips and highlights of all those moments. Some other shit. Oh no, Yoshi. Oh no. Look at that crooked dick. Fucking. Look at this thing's crooked as hell, dude. Well, they cleared the. Oh, never mind. They cleared the trees, but.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Could have went a little farther. But might be able to pick it up still. No, this is dirty, man. This is nasty. Okay, I thought he was gonna hit the bark still. Oof, Jesus. I wonder if people just leave when they start losing in this. Or if they stick it out. You know, there's some games with like a cancerous enough community they just leave as soon as one thing goes wrong. But I always like it when people like play it out. I guess it depends on how much you play, right?
Nice approach.
Motherfucker loves that super backspin though.
Nice approach.
I don't blame him. I mean, the other games I was all about the backspin, topspin. This one I just don't use it much. Yeah, there's some lag going on here.
Birdie.
My putt game's been really weak during the single player, man. So I'm not expecting much here. Come on, man. Oh, man. that fucking hurts, dude, to see.
Nice birdie.
Jesus.
Birdie. Nice birdie.
Oh, she's crying right now, dude. Double bogey.
Double bogey. Ready?
Oh, my turn.
Nice shot.
I need to throw a topspin on. This hole doesn't matter because I'll reach it in two either way. This topspin would have been bad there. I would hit the bunker.
Nice shot.
Does Rosalina have like leggings on, or does she just got really pale legs? Can't tell. It seemed like leggings in the character select one. Just trying to figure out how crazy Nintendo's going, man. They going all the way or not here?
Nice shot.
Yeah, I'm at a very big yard disadvantage. That was my max, man, and I'm like 30 fucking yards behind Mario. I'm guessing Paulina has more control, but I didn't really check the stat. I don't really give a fuck either.
Nice shot.
I'm just here to test the fucking game mode, man. Because we talk a lot about Nintendo's online and all that shit, so I feel like I should be seeing what this all has to offer. That seems to be more of the focus. So. I want to see the rest of Bowser's course. So I'll probably do like a solo one of those just to be quick after this. And maybe like a very short, posted by me, speed golf, just to see that as well.
Nice shot.
Oof, I didn't turn it with the... This is bad. I didn't see the bend in my fucking...
Nice
my shot right away. Might end poorly for me. Especially since my putt game's been weak as fuck. This might be pretty close.
Nice on.
Mario definitely the best person here. Yoshi's sadly the worst, but Yoshi's my friend, dude. Just having fun. Just having a bad game. That was a rough deal on that last map. I'm probably gonna miss my putt too. Not a great approach. Oh, barely, man. Mario's feeling good that I missed that shit, dude. You can barely tell there's some incline there, even with the lines. It's just enough, man. The putting in this one's very different from the other. Can't seem to get a good feel for it. Oh, Jesus. The lag, man.
Nice call.
Yes.
Nice call.
God, this fucking choppiness though. How bad is this speed golf?
Birdie.
Jesus Lord.
Nice birdie.
And if I gotta watch people, I'd like to watch them smoothly. Thank God this ain't 18 holes, man. We'd be here forever.
Nice shot.
there like latency I'm having right now? I'm feeling a bit. Oh, that's neat. I just finished the adventure mode, the campaign. Now I'm playing the awesome online here just to test it out. I mean, I like some of the novelty of the game. The running around modes and all that shit. They tried to do some new things, but I just feel like they could do more. The whole game just feels kind of like they could just do more. The adventure mode just feels kind of phoned in to a certain extent. I mean, there's still just like 6 courses like the other ones, which is cool, but it's like $60. Like nowadays, like I know they could do better, they could do more. Online seems interesting so far, and there's a few different modes. I don't know how well they all play, but it's a good game, but I don't think it's really like that one's like really gonna reinvent the wheel when it comes to Mario Golf. We're rolling, dude.
Nice on.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just some neat ideas that just aren't fully fleshed out.
Nice shot.
And I don't really think the courses are stand out. I mean, visually it's a good looking game and stuff like that. They've changed and like tuned up some different things, like when it comes to shot visualization and stuff like that. And so it works just because it's like you needing to go fast through a lot of these places, but on the other hand, I feel like it kind of cuts some of the depth off.
Nice shot.
I don't know. It's a weird bag. It's fine, I'd say overall though. Definitely not like fucked, but
Nice on.
I won't be playing it too much longer. Like I said, I just want to try out the multiplayer stuff and probably run through Bowser's course once more because I didn't get to do the last 9 holes in the story.
Nice shot.
And that's it. Yeah, I just feel like they could do more. It's not bad, it's just not enough.
Nice on. Birdie.
Oh, they turned it off.
Nice birdie.
Is it the speed that the lines are going across? How steep it is? Maybe that's how that's working. I guess it is. Maybe that's where I've been doing wrong. Yeah, that's part of it. I don't know. Oh man. That hurts, brother.
Birdie.
I'm rooting for fucking Yoshi, dude. I hope he beats us all, man. You ain't gonna miss this shit. It's like 2 feet away.
Nice birdie.
I'd be interested to see what is meta in a Mario Golf game. Like, I'm sure there's some, like, for the top tier people, like some characters who are just more meta. Like, probably high yard stuff, like in the other games, right? Like, your best characters, even though they're the hardest, are the guys who can hit the farthest to cut time down. But then there's your guys who have stats more geared towards running, I guess. Like, how does that work?
Nice on. Nice shot.
Oh man, that was almost a hole in one. Man, imagine me getting a hole in one on these motherfuckers, dude. Just fucking style on them, man, then go home. That would be the best time to get a hole in one, dude. The very end of this marathon. I had multiplayer, but no, that was close.
Nice shot.
I mean, I'll get the birdie because I can tap it in. I feel like hole in one's pretty realistic on this map. Like, we might even see one. Well,
Nice on.
thank God this has online though, right? I mean, I did 3DS one, did, so. At this point, it should be kind of a standard. There's way too much power on the brother. God. I want Yoshi to win, dude. I really do. Fuck the try hard Mario with the fucking 10 years of backspin and fucking all the turns and shit. Yoshi's playing an honest game of golf, right? Rosalina could win too, but they're on the same Switch. It hurts, man. It does hurt.
Birdie.
God, the lag, man. Shit. That's rough. That's a raw deal. I hope this motherfucker misses, man. I need him to miss.
Nice.
But he's pretty solid, so they probably won't.
Nice par.
Yes. Oh man. Oof.
Double bogey.
I'm just glad he's still in the game.
Birdie.
That's the worst is when somebody just quits, man.
Nice birdie.
Well, I hope there's no holes where Paulina really gets fucked. I'm just trying her out because I wanted to play Paulina, but she doesn't have many yards. If there's a hole that 250 yards is going to play big on, cut a stroke off, and we'll just lose. Straight up. And he is playing a character that's got pretty high... Oh, pretty high yardage. Hit the rough ain't gonna hurt this dude, man.
Nice shot.
Can I reach it from here? I might. 131 yards of the green. Yeah, I can reach. Careful, man. Too far to the left. Unless you can dodge the bunker, the wind's gonna get you.
Nice shot.
Rosalina has fucking jack strength, I imagine, though. She's always like the strong one in like all these games. I'm not surprised she could clear it. I should probably go check the character stats just for shits. We'll do a round of speed golf. It's maybe after this. Maybe I'll do the Bowser course, then we'll do a round of speed golf. Then we're gonna talk the whole series. I'll whip up a tier list real quick. Talk about each game. Talk about the series as a whole. Finish talking about this game. You know, probably be the big emphasis. And then that'll be it. I mean, that'll be my golf. I'm not gonna fucking keep beating the horse and play a lot of golf this week. It's been a good time, but
Nice shot.
we'll have a nice little chit chat here. Might do another one of these at some point for tennis. There's just as many Mario Tennis games. But we'll see. No, not anytime soon.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Let me start putting some backspin on some of these. I have a habit of going slightly over. This guy puts the super on.
Nice.
I haven't really used spin at all in this game. I love the spin in the other ones, but I've really not messed with it in this one much.
Nice on.
So we'll see. I don't know if Paulina has a lot of spin. I don't even know what the stats are. Maybe she has crazy spin. I'm not sure. I don't know what her stats are. I just assume that because she has low yards, she has high everything else, because that's how it is in the other ones.
Nice shot.
So even though they're supposed to have pretty high error chance in the rough, like, it's really not that crazy.
Nice on. Birdie.
It's a wonky putt, man. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't trust my putting in this game. Ooh, oh man. It's gonna be me.
Birdie.
You can see right here. Close, man.
Birdie.
This guy's played a few games of golf, man. I think he'll get it. Yeah, feels pretty good, yeah.
Nice birdie. Birdie.
I was worried till I saw the power. He had a better line though. I was like at a really shitty part of the hill. See, it's the putt game where I'm losing, man. That's 2 putts. And if I would have hit, I'd be ahead.
Nice par.
I had better approaches than the Mario guy. A couple holes.
Nice par.
Hanging in there, but I mean, as long as I don't just fuck up big, I don't really care. I just don't want to
Nice
have
par.
a bad showing. I don't know who I would play if we were tryharding. Probably somebody with high yards. That just seems like the tryhard thing to do. The pull staying in the hole makes putting basically always overpower your shot and you're good? Oh yeah, I guess so.
Nice shot.
And this brother's putting some curve on it and everything, man. I don't even mess with that. I'm just playing an honest game of straight fucking shots right now.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that makes sense. What, you just like bank off of the pull or whatever? I mean, that's how it is in the other ones. You usually go by like 5 to 10 feet over. This one, just the hills get me more. I don't know if the hills are just more aggressive or I'm just not putting enough power. It's interesting because you'd think every single Mario Golf game would feel about the same with putting, but each of them is different. The handheld ones are definitely the easiest, but they also have less variance because there's not truly that many curves. They're more, you know, there's like 5 different kinds of inclines, so it's a bit more predictable. Also, the putting in the fucking handheld games is easier because you can fucking hit your approaches like crazy easy.
Nice shot.
Well, Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. 3DS a little different. I think putting was the hardest for me in Toadstool Tour. I don't do super awesome with it in this one, but for the most part, I think it's because we're just like really used to just speed golfing. So I just rush my putts. This is the slowest game we've played yet, right? The campaign's just like all speed golf.
Nice.
It's too easy to half-ass your putts from rushing too much.
Nice shot.
Oh, I didn't need the backspin. The one time I had backspin, like I'm playing an old Mario Golf, I'm fucking going crazy on the backspin, topspin. I didn't need it. Holy fuck. This guy just adds a little bit of everything, man. I mean, I respect. I guess it's good to have all of that in your repertoire, but it doesn't always work out. I mean, he's in first place, so it's working out plenty, but... almost feels like... brother just throws it in there just to have it in there, man. Like, I don't know. For me, I just like playing, like, if I need it, I'll throw it in. For me, spin in the other games, I would use it as a way to fix bad execution. But in this, you have to put the spin in before you execute the timing. And the timing's very easy to execute, so it's like, I just don't use spin. I just don't use it how I used to use it. That's probably why I don't touch it. It's interesting, I mean, it's a difference. I don't know if it's really better or worse. I don't like it as much. But that's just me. I liked how spin was in the others. Oh shit, please. Not a compliment.
Nice birdie. Birdie.
Oh. He's got like a straight shot, right? Oh. It's interesting that the flag stays in though.
Birdie.
Everybody's gonna get theirs because it's flat as fuck. I'm gonna miss somehow.
Nice birdie. Birdie. Nice birdie.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta go like way over in this one. Like I said, I'd go like 5 to 10 over maybe in the others. I feel like in this one I'm going like 15 over to hit most of these. I don't know if there's just like more friction or if I'm just like reading the fucking meter poorly. Like maybe it's not even the hills at all. Because I mean the slower you're going, the more the hills play a factor.
Nice shot.
Oh, see, he's probably aiming for some crazy shit. Maybe? No? I don't know if he could get to the green from here. I'm gonna have to do this in 3. There's no way.
Nice shot.
I meant to do some topspin, but not a big deal. Also, I should have aimed farther to the left. Cut some yards down. Oh, that's not bad either. Everybody here's playing pretty good. I mean, except our dude, but he's still playing, man.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
No, no. That hurts, man. I mean, that hurts right there. Why did I not use the driver? I had the 3 wood automatically. I mean, I have to take 3 to get over there anyways. It's not a big deal, but... Oof! Beat in the rough, that's up. If I would nailed my putts, we'd have a real good chance of winning this. I was ahead until I missed 2 putts. Ended up just getting pars instead of birdies. I'd be at 8 right now, but... I mean, that goes for him too. I mean, he hadn't fucked his one approach up. Now, he might be cutting off, right? This might be his winning move. Yeah. See, I can't do that. I'm playing Pauline. I mean, I can't even... There's no way. He's there in 2 strokes. I need 3. See, this is where you just gotta play a high yard person. Pauline just does like 40 less yards than him. Well, I don't care. I'm just trying her out. I'm just trying the whole mode out. It's a shame. Because this is actually tighter than I expected. I figured I'd just get cream corn, but... I just can't do any crazy shit. I just don't hit hard enough. Yeah, I wonder what the meta characters are. I'm assuming like Bob-omb, Bowser, Mario, shit like that. But if you could only choose one person, how does that even work? Would that just be imbalanced? Somebody's just gonna go for like Bob-omb like right away or some wacky shit. Jesus, this is... I feel this, man. Brother, the curve, man.
Nice shot.
The curve. Okay. Well, he made it. Unless I chip this fucker in, dude. And this ain't happening.
Nice shot.
Jesus, that's really throwing some backspin on it. God damn, man.
Eagle putt.
Yeah, if he, I mean, he'll probably hit this. I wouldn't be surprised. It's not like a crazy putt. That's pretty extreme, though. No way he misses that. We have a chance of tying him. No, because he'll get the birdie next. He's a stroke ahead. Because he did that shortcut. That I couldn't do. Jesus. Jesus. That's bad. That would hurt. This is a rough bunker, though. This bunker is fucking tall, man. Oh. Oh, and if you fuck it up, you're even worse in the bunker. You have to like go to the side. Unless you can like lob shot. I don't know if you can lob on mine, but... Oh. Oh, okay, made it up. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
You really gotta put some lift on it. She's fucked. There's no way. You gonna putt it? Can you putt this shit up the fucking hill? You gotta go backwards and forwards, right? Unless there's like, you can truly putt this up the fucking side. I'd be surprised. It's like a fucking 90-degree fucking angle here almost. It's like 80 or something, right? Like it looks pretty fucking hardcore. Oh, not 80, it's a little bit more than that. 100, I don't know fucking aim right now. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, they're done, dude. They're not having it. That's just what sucks about golf, man. Shit like this can happen. Where you have like a really good game, and then you just get fucked one hole. You're here forever. You just gotta turn around, man. Like, you just gotta give up, turn around, hit it out to the side, then come back in. I mean, it's the last hole, so I guess they figure fuck it. Wow, that actually made it. Almost went out of bounds. Oh, that's fucking shit, dude. Even just like a pixel more would have been fucking crazy. Not bad from 30. I expected to miss it by a lot, but I'll get a par. I just wish I could have took the same shortcut Mario did, man. He clearly had a plan for that. Because, I mean, he missed his putt. He's going to get a birdie here unless he fucks it up.
Nice birdie.
That's the power of yards, dude. And you'll see people talk about control and shit, but I mean, that just right there is a perfect example. Just yards, man. I think it probably depends on the map. There's probably crazy maps with like really bad, like rough and hazards and shit where control's better, but
Nice par.
well, if I would have hit those 2 putts a while back, we'd be tied up with them. This last one, those 3 putts I missed that cost me. I think all my approaches were alright. I don't think I lost because of any approaches. I mean, they could have been better to make easier putts, but the putts I missed, I shouldn't have missed. I fucked them up. I played a pretty good game though. Oh, you can get clubs from grinding characters? Really? Is that how you get like different stats on them? Because in the other games you could get star characters, and it would just be like a more juiced version with the same spread. Yeah, I did see that there was clubs, but I don't know how long it takes to grind them. Yeah, she's just full speed, full control and shit. I mean, look at that. Yeah, he's just got 10 more yards. He's got 10 more. That guy must have been using special clubs. He had like fucking like 250, 260 or some shit. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. That kind of sucks because then you're kind of just at a disadvantage until you grind. I mean, I know the game's a party game at the end of the day. It's like a Nintendo party game, but you can have balance too, man. I don't know. I guess I don't hate that it's a grind, but it kind of sucks that you're going to go into golf, a game of like strokes, and just straight up lose strokes on holes against somebody who just grinded more. Like, execution definitely matters, right? Like, I didn't even... Like, I played a pretty alright game there. But, like, you just can't take the same paths. And on more complicated courses, it's gonna matter more. The golf man, dude. My guy, who's, like, stronger than everybody, stats-wise. I haven't even leveled him up all the way. I'm not going to, but... That's interesting. I wonder how long it takes to grind them. I assume there's like a menu somewhere for it. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It does give longevity. That means you do grind them a bit. 150 character points. I'm guessing you get like 200 to win or something. Yeah, that'll take a long time. That's 3,000. At the end of the day, you don't even know if this character is going to be competitive, right? Like, do they all get the same stats? Because at the end of the day, you could be versing somebody who, right, with their power clubs just has, like, better yards still, right? Like, there's probably still stats. Or, like, tiers. I don't know. I mean, in a party sense, I mean, it's fun, it's whatever, but yeah. I feel like if I was gonna play this super competitively, there's definitely a barrier to entry in terms of grinding to even start. And then God knows, like I said, on meta. I mean, in the other games, yards were king for the most part. But they also didn't have online, so... okay. So what all courses is there? The Rookie, the Bonnie, Ridge Rock, Balmy Dunes, all within Bowser Highlands. Let's go ahead and do a solo Bowser Highlands. What are these challenges? Oof. Have we not tried now? It's funny, I think Paulina has like... Paulina, Toad, and Peach have like the lowest yards. Let's try Rosalina. This is more up my alley. Like high yards, no spin. I don't give a fuck about spinning this one. So what's the challenge here? I'd say the online works pretty well. There's some lag, but it doesn't really hurt the play-by-play.
Ready? Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie.
And yeah, I don't blame you on the good mood part.
Nice
And his
birdie.
energy is full. Thanks. I don't know about that lipstick, Rosalina. Did she always have that shit?
Ready? Nice
Probably
shot.
should have put some backspin. This is one of those holes you'd actually want backspin. Yep. Holy fuck, dude. That is some serious...
Chip it.
Wow.
Nice
Yeah, that
birdie.
was all skill right there, of course. I calculated all the hills with the T and the power just right on the money.
Ready?
Definitely not. I don't even know what mode I'm playing. Challenge? But I guess I don't care what it is, as long as I get to play this whole course. That's my goal, so I just want to play this course. Because you don't get to play the whole thing in story mode. And I want to, you know, see everything in the game.
Nice. Nice shot.
Playing like dog shit on this one. I'm just fucking clearly don't give a fuck either. It's fucking trying the lobs, man. You can try that shit that one person did where they like banked it up. This is a rough spot to be, man. Oh no! What? I thought it was good, dude. Maybe we like restart this hole. We'll just take it. I'm here just to see the holes, man. But I mean, I don't want to do that poorly. Yeah, man, you get in some of these situations, I mean, it's over. The whole thing's just done. Some of these bunkers are fucking intense, man. Jesus. Fucking stroke 10, dude. I don't think we're gonna make a good score after that shit, dude. Good first 2 holes, but that was cursed, man. You're just guaranteed to get fucked if you fucking fall in a bunker like that. I guess people in the last round, man. What does this special shot do? Is it up for yards? It does. Yeah, I can fast forward. Whoa! We're bouncing, dude. I did not know we were bouncing right now. Yeah, this is the only somewhat crazy course in the whole game, huh? Sadly. Good thing we didn't do this one online, dude.
Double bogey.
Boy.
Tell me about it.
Ready?
Is this all bound? I'm pretty sure this is fairway.
Nice shot.
Yeah, the meter execution in this is the easiest in the series by a long shot. I guess that's why they decided they need to like remove a lot of the other. Oops, I did not know that. Why they decided to get rid of a lot of the other shot projection and shit. Like if they're gonna make the execution insanely easy, might as well like remove a lot of the other helping stuff. See, I don't know if I like that as much. I mean, I didn't love those super annoying meters, like the hard meter ones. Like,
Nice par.
Yes.
like 64 had a pretty punishing meter. NES Open had a fucking really hardcore meter, but there's not much else they can really do about difficulty in that one.
Nice shot.
But I feel like the 3DS one had hard execution, but I think it was a decent enough balance. Yeah, this one, like, you're not gonna miss your meter. It's all about the planning. So it's kinda, I don't know how I feel about it. I'd rather have maybe the execution be slightly harder, but then spin works how it did in the old ones. But then there's a bit more shot projection. Like, this is more accessible, for sure. Like, it's... Oh my god. That's actually not bad. Oh god, are we gonna try this? Yes. Oh, I thought I was barely gonna make it. That would have been funny. I gotta go for crazy shit, man, because this is probably the last course we're gonna do. I might do a short speed golf, just to see how that is online. Because that's kind of like their big thing. Super rush speed.
Bogey.
Oh, boy.
Ready?
Ready? I think you could even just not hit A there and it doesn't like fuck it. I mean, I don't think I mean, I hit A, but I hit it late and it didn't really make a big difference. I don't even know if it just like didn't count my A press at that point because I did it too late and it just gave me an error or what. I guess I should try just not pressing A the second time and see what happens.
Birdie putt.
That'd be a good way to figure it out.
Nice call.
Yes.
Ready?
Go this way. Went the other way during the story and I didn't like it.
Nice shot.
Fuck it, we're going for the crazy shit. I hope there's bounce. I'm on the rock. Okay.
Nice approach. Birdie. Nice birdie. Ready? Nice shot.
Maybe I should have played the speed golf on this just so we could walk the course, but I don't really care that much about the walking the course part. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's cool, but
Nice shot.
outside of the mode it's for, it's like,
Nice
I
on.
don't know, that's what I mean. I feel like it's a neat mode. It's a cool like concept to try to, you know, take the walking, you know, the cart part of going to the next hole in golf and like making it a part of the game. I just feel like I said it a million times now, but I just feel like they dip their toes into it too much. They don't really fully flesh it out. I think they just didn't want to like compromise the golf part, which is fine, but I feel like you could have just not compromised and still made the speed, like, battle running around part a bit more exciting. Like, it's just too simple. I don't know. That's why I'm gonna try it multiplayer just to see, but like, it's cute. I mean, you just pretty much run in like one really nice path and do some very light like battle stuff to people, and it's just, I don't know. It's neat. It's a cool like party thing, I think, but it's not a fleshed out enough mode, in my opinion. Especially to be like the selling point of the game. But, I mean, it's not bad. I'm trying not to say it's like bad. I mean, that's way too much power.
Nice shot.
There's some hill there. That Christ.
Nice on.
Actually, like, really nice hill there.
Nice birdie. Ready? Nice shot. Nice shot.
Oof. God, I really need to start putting some backspin on it.
Birdie.
The roll on some of these is just too unpredictable. It's a lot easier to try to spot it with backspin. It's not enough. A little bit more would have been alright.
Nice par. Ready?
That like +5 is still destroying me, dude. Really, we wouldn't be like too fucked without that +5. Like, not too bad. But that +5 really did a number on us. Yeah, that'd be like what, -3 right now.
Nice shot.
We just had a par on it. Oh, fucking bunker, dude. You knew had all these hazards, just a really fucking steep bunker, man, would be the worst thing. Why did it default to my 3-wood? Did that a lot in the 3D land, or 3DS one too. Defaults you to something weaker for really not much reason.
Nice shot.
I'll regret the backspin hang up. When I decide to do it, I regret it, man.
Nice pawn.
Yes.
Nice bar.
Ready?
Ready?
Nice shot.
I guess super topspin's not a thing in this one, but I mean, you could say I guess that's technically like removing a bit of depth, but and it is. That's not a big deal. I think the backspin's always been like
Nice on.
the bigger deal, in my opinion, because it can stop the rolls, making more accurate shit.
Nice birdie.
Nice.
Ready?
Do 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 do. I mean, these holes have been pretty unremarkable. They're alright. They're pretty, even for a final Crazy Man course, they're pretty basic. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's not like a big problem with that idea. It's okay to have it be a bit more vanilla golf, but I don't know. I just like the more crazy shit in the 3DS one. And I just feel like this game's like speed mode and all that just kind of lent itself to that kind of thing. Or it could have just had more than 6 courses and a few extra modes, right? I think that was probably a better way to put it.
Nice shot.
Have your vanilla golf courses, have a few crazy ones, right?
Nice on.
Give some options. I mean, that's how the 3DS one did it. Well, 3DS one had the same amount of holes, but it had some vanilla courses, and then it had your crazy ones, which were
Nice.
9-hole courses, but there was twice as many of them, so 6 of them, right? I thought that was just kind of cool. I don't know.
Ready?
I think it's weird. This one's like battle with your friends and use superpowers,
Nice shot.
but in like a vanilla golf kind of environment. Not totally vanilla, obviously, but in essence. Oof. I'm about to hit another fucking crazy bunker there, dude. Saved.
Nice pawn.
Yes.
Oh, that was the last hole. It didn't even feel like special. Straight up.
All right.
Wow. Usually the last holes in each course at least feel kind of different. What was that? Solo challenge. Oh. Oh, okay, I thought that was going to be something a little different. Is this just purely for multiplayer? Is that what this is? So I did standard, did battle golf. Now we're gonna do speed golf online, I guess. And then that's it. I'll be done after that. I'll make my own room this time. Speed golf. No me's. Best time. We'll do 9 holes. Okay. There's Slade, Jason. Come to be my guinea pigs. Is this bitch made? Is that what I'm reading here? Very cool, dude. I like the part where instead of bitch it has an 8. Clever. I just want to test this mode out online, see if there. I mean, we probably wouldn't know a meta yet, but see how it feels compared to like running it with AI. Okay, I mean, imagine if it's AI, it's gonna feel a bit more sterile. Oh, later, dude. Fucking doctor. It was gonna be anybody. Oh no, bitch mate's still here. I thought he left. Who do we want to try now? What's the stats? I played Donkey Kong. I haven't got to play Kong once in all these games. Oh, did I not restrict Mii's? This guy's got like juiced clubs and everything. I don't care. I don't care if I lose. I would have liked to have a bit more even playing field, but since you can do special clubs anyways, might as well have Mii's. I assume Mii's are like the meta, right? I mean, because you could get them perfectly how you want. But...
Ready?
Oof, the lag. Now this is going to be the test of latency. Oh yeah. Whoa, the latency's bad. Holy fuck, dude. Like, goddamn, this is like my client side too, and it feels like it's got like a solid big chunk of latency.
Nice, huh? Birdie putt.
Oops.
Nice par.
Yeah, this mode, whew. There's some pretty bad latency. Like, it feels... I mean, on the execution side of things, with the swings, it doesn't seem fucked. But, oof. On the running around and shit, it just feels... a bit off. It's got definitely some input lag. I don't think our dude's the best runner here. Old Kong man.
Bogey.
The fucking bogey, dude. Take your time, Jason. You get more of a penalty for missing than anything. Yeah, missing all those fucking... those pots was big on me, man. Oh, is there some kind of like strat to like throw it all the way over there? Is there even any reason just to run normally in this? Or do you just always run like a freak? Seems like running like the freak is the best way to do it. This might not make it. Oh yeah, we're fucked. Oh man, this feels like weird, man. Feels chunky. Definitely would not want to be in this mode that often. It's cute, but this is more of like a local one, I think. I've got wired connection too. So it's purely because of connecting to other people. There is no like host side. Bonus. I think I guys ended at the exact same time.
Ready?
Dude, we're doing 9 holes of this shit though. That was a mistake. God, even when you just turn, dude. It's like a full half second after. That feels fucking rancid, dude.
Nice shot.
Also, I feel like this super is not even that good. Look at these guys, they're still running, dude. And if you're behind, you just get ahead because you can just walk behind people. There's not even that much benefit to being like ahead. There's like comeback mechanics. Oops. I thought that was going to be free, but it wasn't. I wonder what the distance is for free. And an extra few seconds on. Jason doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's like, speed golf? I don't give a shit. I'm going for fucking score, baby. Which, I mean, don't think that's really going to pan out. The strokes matter, but if it takes you an extra few minutes, I mean, he's in 3rd place. I mean, I'm just fucking playing like the straight fucking horse shit, but that dude seems to be choosing to go in slow. Respectable, man. Everybody's using fucking knee sticks at Mario. I wonder what the best person for this mode is. Probably somebody with just crazy run. Because why does it matter how many strokes you do at the end of the day? It takes you 10 years to get to the hole. Again, I mean, I guess you could cut a stroke off with a certain character or certain clubs. Which would be nice. But it doesn't matter as much as it does in stroke play, I'd say.
Nice word.
I haven't even used my superpower. I forgot it even exists. I mean, I'm not catching up to these guys. This is not a mode I think this is a mode that would be just kind of fun to do occasionally, I think. I wouldn't see myself wanting to go ham on this one.
Nice shot.
I don't even know if Donkey Kong like runs quickly. Like, he's already out of stamina. Like Mario's not even as quick, but he gets there quicker because he's behind me. Seems kind of fucking fucked. Like, am I just better off waiting? Probably better off not playing Donkey Kong.
Nice par.
Well, it definitely seems more just party mode. It's pretty wacky. I don't think this would be fun to play competitively as much. Well, at least not with Mii's. But then again, you got the clubs too. I mean, there's a bunch of ways to make your dude stronger. Nobody just like having fun, man? Why does everybody play Mii's? If you give them a fun. Maybe people like Mii's more than I give them credit for. I'm assuming people are playing Mii's because Mii's are probably the best stats. But I mean, people like to win. Nice. Knocked away. Look at that shit. Hey, you're ahead of me. Let me catch up instantly. Yeah, this is like Mario Kart, man. Mario Kart's got a lot more skill to it. This is like Mario Kart where you just can get fucking constantly fucked. There's just not enough depth to the running. You just run. You run into guys if you like. Pray you're playing with enough stamina and shit. I mean, the golf plays a big part, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I feel like your biggest time differences are going to be in your strokes.
Ready?
Which is kind of what I don't like about it being more about strokes. Like, I wish it was just like old speed golf. Where it was purely based on time. Like, look how bad Donkey Kong's power is, dude. I just got fucking outdone by Mario in like one fucking spell swoop, dude. Oh, you just play Donkey Kong, you just lose? Like, I mean, even if I was doing good, I mean, his running just sucks. Like, I just don't have any options.
Nice birdie.
I mean, that was a pretty clean birdie setup, man. And I still fucking, like, I was super behind the pack. I should use my superpower on the next one for fun. I don't know what it does. Oh, it's the one that I think knocks everybody's shit away. I guess I could try that. I think I'd want to do it when they're on
Ready?
the putting area. I wonder if there's any locations where you start the tee can be like imbalanced at all. Like if you could just barely squeeze out a hit somewhere. Oh, look at that shit, dude. I was like really far ahead and that doesn't even matter. So he gets his stamina back too. Look at that, he got a boost off of me and we're just both stuck in the sand, are you kidding me? It's that easy to get a fucking boost? You don't even have to be running with him? That's insane, dude.
Birdie.
Course, dude. Oh, fucking course. Yeah, there's enough of this mode, then. Yeah, I think for this one to be fun, you really gotta find the right people. I just don't think there's enough character like differences in feel, man. Like you just don't run as far, you don't run as quick. I mean, you do get some differences in power, but at the end of the day, if it's not long running and quick running, it just doesn't matter. I don't think one of the people's special shots came in at all this entire time. Like I never felt it was a difference. Maybe somebody got some range off it, but see, this is what I mean. I just feel like they could have done so much more, like, you know, have crazier stages with more fucking like hazards or shortcuts or planning or something involved. Like have maybe some item stuff. Maybe make the character differences a little less distinct outside just superpowers. Like when it comes to like their running speeds and shit. Just to make it more about outplaying and not tier list. I don't know, man. Not feeling that one for sure. Stroke play seems like it's alright. Also the input delay, the latency is really bad. But that's it. That's all there is, isn't it? I mean, they could level up in Golf Adventure a bit more. I tried Battle Golf. Okay. What about the cross-country golf? Can you just do that on your own? Was the cross-country golf just a one-time thing for that one mode? I guess it was. I mean, technically, I've never played this course outside of the cross-country mode. Can you just turn it on cross-country mode or something? I'm not gonna play the course out. I'm good, honestly, at this point.
Ready?
Yeah, you just play the holes in a certain order now. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna take a quick piss. Then I'm gonna talk it up. We will compare the series. We'll talk about tier lists. First, I'm going to start probably by talking about how I feel on this one. We'll probably talk about all the games just lightly as well. And obviously, I went into those a bit more when we were playing them. I'll be right back. Alright. Do we really want to listen to this song the whole time? Not really. Alright, well, I guess let's have a little chit chat about the old tier list and stuff. How are we feeling about this game? How are we feeling about the whole series? Feeling about them compared to each other? I'll not be a super lengthy talk. I don't want to go too crazy on it. I'm just gonna mute this, dude. I don't really want to hear that shit. It's been on like the Toadstool series soundtrack. Go with that. Okay. Where do we want to go through the... Alright. So, what should we start with? Probably should start with Super Rush. I think it was okay. I'm leaning a bit more on it being kinda, I don't want to say disappointing, but just kinda alright. I think it's not a bad golf game. I think, there's some cool stuff there. I enjoy the novelty of the running and all that and the single player. I think it's a cool concept. I just don't think they flesh it out enough. The characters there's just not enough counterplay. There's not enough going on. It's too based on just stats. It's just run straight lines. There's just could have been more going on with that. And you know, that's fine. So what else is there, right? If that's not that great, you know, what else is there? How's the normal golf, right? That's what matters. The normal golf, I don't think it has quite as much depth as, say, like Toadstool 2 or anything. I mean, don't get me wrong, spin's useful, the curve's useful, they've made it more accessible. You know, you just press left or right where you want to go. You know, they've removed shot projection pretty much entirely, which... it makes it harder, but I feel like it makes it almost artificially harder, personally. I would rather have a bit more information and just have harder stages. Granted, it is pretty comfy to play a pretty simple stage, but I feel like they kind of run together after a bit. At the end of the day, I'm always aiming for like slightly before the green. It tells me exactly where the green is on the aiming thing. So, I mean, really, even though they got rid of shot projection, you pretty much got the exact fucking point you need to aim for anyways. And then it's just some slight, you know, wind work. And the wind didn't feel super intense in this one. So it's like, on one hand they made some stuff harder. On the other hand, they really made it a lot easier. And I feel like the stages, the holes, man, are just, they just don't ask a lot of you. So I feel like a lot of them just kind of play very similarly. Like, yeah, maybe you could cut off a few strokes here and there with certain characters, but like, I mean, other than Bowser's, there's not really much going on, and that one's not even that crazy compared to almost any of the later holes in the courses in the series. So, so I'm kind of iffy. I definitely don't think it's like an improvement. It's not like a raw downgrader either. But I think it feels worse than it should because of, I think, the courses. There's some neat ideas in this, like the cross country I think is cool, where you take it at your own leisure. Like I said, the idea of being able to actually run the courses and have that be incorporated in the gameplay is a cool idea because it makes it a bit more immersive, it makes you kind of run around, and it's more like real golf, right? You know, at the end of the day, there's not like a whole lot of platforming or any weird things going on, so... maybe they should add like caddies, man. Then it's just Mario Kart with golf in between. But I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I don't think the core golf is like really that much better. It's a bit more casualized, but it's not bad. And I think stroke play, it's not too shabby. Yeah, just the courses is just kind of whatever. For that matter, 6 courses. 2 of them almost fucking identical. Like, they're not really super creative either. I mean, you get your typical Bowser one, the somewhat spooky one. And then what was it? The Ridge one? Like, they're not bad courses. They're just very, very plain. Compared to every other course we've had in the series, they just do not stand out. Neither complexity nor just visuals, man. I mean, I thought the 3DS one was a step in the right direction after, 5 of, somewhat similar courses. Toadstool Tour being a little bit of an exception with some of those last ones, but because the 3DS one, I mean, it starts cutting the courses in half and having more visual variety, more things you interact with on the stage, just kind of ways to mix it up and get a little crazier. And it's like, if they want to lean into Mario Golf being a bit more of a simulator sort of deal, it's not a sim, but like kind of pushing a more vanilla golf feel, that's fine. But I feel like it feels like it's supposed to be a bit more arcadey, and there's a lot of competition that kind of does the simulator-ish feel. I think leaning into like kind of what the World Tour one did is probably better for the series or more interesting. You can still have solid golf without all those gimmicks too. Just remove them. I mean, like that one had like items and stuff, but the items were only available sometimes, I mean, not every stage had crazy gimmicks. Some of them were honest golf, and I think that's what this should have done. I think a little bit crazier level design really lends itself to more interesting like speed play. So that's kind of just what I mean by half-baked new ideas. I just don't think they dipped in enough in both the level design and the mechanics. And I think just the general golf, while not bad, is not really standout compared to any of them. I mean, I don't see why I'd want to replay this one over Toadstool Tour or anything like that. Just wouldn't be online. So for that matter, there's not really that many modes either. I mean, really look at this. I mean, I don't think there's ring challenges. There's not any kind of crazy. I mean, all the other ones had a shitload of modes. I mean, ring challenges, coin challenges, special modes for shot, different kinds of shot approaches and challenges and stuff. I mean, those are in sort of in Golf Adventure, but it had special courses just for like birdie only maps, like I mean, if you go back and check, like replays, go back and check like Toadstool Tour or something, right? I mean, there's like a good 12 to 14 like just side modes you can do, and like club slots and stuff like that. And I mean, this does have a lot of that stuff kind of hidden away, but for a game in 2021, are we in 2021? 2021. To make sure. I feel like there just could be a little bit more, right? I should at least have the stuff the old ones have. Why not? I mean, now some of that doesn't even require much extra fucking dev time. Like a coin one, you just fucking randomize coins on the map or set up like a specific setup or something. Like rings, trick shots, right? I mean, I don't think there's much unlockables other than grinding up clubs. So yeah, I don't know. It feels... While it's got visually a very like, high budget feel, like it looks really nice. Say what you will about variety, but I mean it looks good. The character selection's not bad. They all have their own outfits. They're pretty expressive. It just still feels a little half-baked, man. I just don't think there's enough content. I think what is there is only okay, and I think too many of the concepts just aren't fleshed out. The Golf Adventure, as we get in that, just kind of completely forgettable. I mean, look, man, I'm gonna bring it up again. Call me spoiled, but Golf Story spoiled me on what a golf game could do for a single player, and they dip into that a bit. Golf Story was inspired by like the Game Boy Color Mario Golf and the Game Boy Advance one, and it's funny because it destroys those, But then you get one like this that tries to kind of do some of that with the bosses and some of the RPG stuff, and it just doesn't. I mean, if it's not a QTE fest, it's a very basic, like, swing challenge against a boss, and I mean, the story, who cares, but like, the story doesn't matter, but I mean, it's worth saying. I mean, it's still fucking shit. Paced very poorly, feels very half-baked, everything just goes really fast at the very end. Everybody's just like, hey, you're the best, and then it ends and goes straight to credits, and it's just not even that much fanfare. Even in a very basic writing sense, it just kind of feels budget. It feels half-baked. And I know that Golf Adventure is probably not their main focus, but I don't think there's enough good stuff there in the first place. Say what you will about Golf Adventure, but it's like, there's only 6 fucking courses. And I don't think the golf game itself is like that much better. It's more Mario Golf, so it is good in that sense. I appreciate that. Like, I don't think the game's bad. I don't think any of the Mario Golf games have been bad. I just think there's potential there that doesn't hit, especially for full price. So. That's about all I gotta say about it. Music was unremarkable. I don't remember any of it already. Granted, most of the Mario Golf games didn't have crazy tracks. I don't think the soundtrack has been its standout. I mean, the GBA had some decent remixes. The Game Boy, or excuse me, the 3DS one had some cool remixes for classic Mario stuff, but at the end of the day, I can't give them too much credit for remix because those are good because the old ones were good. Right, so, but I mean, it's still not bad, not true. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say about Super Rush. So let's talk, if anybody's here, I'm just gonna talk about it anyways. Tier lists. So, first we'll go through the games, I guess, real quick. I'll say something very basic about each of them. Obviously, we just went through Super Rush. So the first one we did, Mario Golf on the N64. Solid game, the one we spent the longest on. Sets a good example for the rest of the series to follow in. Pretty decent courses, a lot of good visual variety, good few modes to go through, unlockable characters and all that. Very hard. Probably the hardest one for different reasons. Some of them are harder, but they give you different bits of leeway in certain areas like AI. Definitely the hardest one. The execution's pretty hard. It's very punishing on some of the meters and accuracy hits. A lot of spooky maps by the end, and very punishing AI that kick your ass. Which is fun. It's cool. It's interesting. They pretty much expect you to play a very good game of golf, and yeah, it's nice. It's got decent little bits of shot projection. It's got, you know, I guess decent physics. Sometimes things feel a little weird, but for the most part, it's a solid golf game. 6 courses, not bad. It was enjoyable. So then you get the Game Boy Color one. Obviously, it's not going to have the 3D, which is a big deal. So slopes aren't there in the same capacity. There's less less variety on the slopes. They're a bit more incremental, which is fine. But it tries to be more novel and having an RPG story, right? So there's a world map, there's a bit of a story, there's leveling up and stat allocation and stuff, and a bit more human characters and shit like that. And for the most part, I think it's a pretty cool thing. It makes it something, you know, since it can't compete as a golf game as much with the 3D one, it makes it kind of stand out in a more novel way. And really, for 2D golf, it still feels pretty good. It's a lot easier to execute. The meter, you can get a lot more accurate with it, so it's a bit more thinking and not just raw timing and all that. Less factors like rain. More complicated courses, but since you do have that extra bit of control, you can work your way around it. So, pretty good. Bare bones, it's not very long. The story's really not that crazy. You don't do that many interesting activities. It's mostly just walking across the world map, doing some lessons, doing a tournament, rinse, repeat. You get like some new clubs. But pretty cool. Another good example for future ones like the GBA one. So then you get into Toadstool Tour. I think it just completely destroys the 64 one. It's just better. Looks better. Courses are better. Better control. Star people are good because that means there's a bit more balance, and you can choose to play with crazier shit or not, but still pick your favorites with friends and all that kind of stuff. And AI is a bit more forgiving, so it's got a nicer difficulty curve. Still gets really hard. I would say Toadstool Tour is probably the hardest one if you don't consider the AI fucking destroying you. Toadstool Tour, pretty easy until you get to the 5th and 6th courses, and then it's pretty crazy. Some very hard stuff. You have a lot of shot projection, a lot of manipulation you can do. It's a very fast game, but they make the courses harder to make up for all the extra tools at your disposal. Introduces top spin, backspin, super backspin, super topspin. I think that's great. I thought it was awesome. I loved it when it was in it. I don't think it's as cool in Super Rush. It's a nice way to, if you fuck up your meter, because the execution was hard in Toadstool Tour, to fix yourself, possibly, or just strategize in a different way, right? I think the golf game, for the most part, in it is deep. I used a lot more ball shaping, a lot more, lofts type of stuff. Thought about the clubs a bit more, and I think that's a lot of it's just because of the stage design. I mean, I did think about that kind of stuff in the 64 one, but without all the proper information and annoying shit like rain and stuff, it just doesn't come in as much. It's not as accessible. So yeah, music's decent. Visually, there's a lot of variety. The characters have a lot of expressive animations. Yeah, Toadstool Tour is just good. Solid one. A lot of modes, the same amount of modes in N64 one, plus more. Right? They just added more. They pretty much took the N64 one and were like, let's just do everything better and more. And that's what they did. So solid. For that matter, GBA, which is Advanced Tour, same shit. Just better than the Game Boy Color one. I think it's got a little few caveats that aren't as good. It doesn't have as much personality. Some of the human characters and animations and stuff in the Game Boy Color one were really fun, and we got a lot of fun out of that, like Joe and shit. The Game Boy Advance one's a bit more sterile. You can tell it's Camelot. It's pretty much a Golden Sun asset flip, down to the sound effects. But it plays about the same way. Same RPG, same world map, but just more stuff in it. A few more activities to do. You can even like beat up little bosses and stuff, and you could see some elements there of something that could be really cool, and which will end up being cool in Golf Story, but they don't go all the way with it. It's objectively a better game than the Game Boy Color one, but I think kind of like with Super Rush, it just doesn't maximize on its potential. They could have made a really cool story RPG adventure game with golf, and they just don't. Instead, they go for the same world map, same formula, go to 4 different tournaments, all the side content minus those little bosses I was talking about, and a few world map things are just the same kinds of lessons. Like, hey, here's an approach thing. Can you hit 8 out of 10 of them? And it's like, rinse, repeat all the way through. You did it in the Game Boy Color one, you're going to do it again in this one. I started skipping a few of them. The levels are kind of annoying like in the Game Boy Color one. For the most part, you want to upgrade yardage, but all of your other stats will go down every couple levels. Kind of like in this, but way more extreme. So the leveling's not fun in either of those, because you're always having to fix your stats, so you rarely get pure upgrades. You're like, oh, I'm going to fix my stats. It's like, I mean, you spend 4 out of 5 levels fixing yourself, so it doesn't really feel that good. This one does a better job. You upgrade your yards quite a bit, and there's some stats that you could just not grab that you don't care about, so. Yeah, so I think they could have made a better RPG game. There could have been more fun stat stuff, get a bit more extreme, get more crazy, right? It was excusable in the Game Boy Color one since it was trying it out for the first time, but in the Game Boy Advance one, it just could have been more. like I said, objectively the best out of those two, but kind of a waste of potential. Oh, and it looked good too. It was pretty good looking. And, I mean, it had the kind of golden sun thing going on. So the kind of 3D models thrown into 2D. Like I said, not as much charm, but it looked nice. There's a lot of colors and stuff. So what was after that? The World Tour one. So that was on the 3DS. I think World Tour was good. I thought it was solid. It's the first one that kind of, other than the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance one, tries to have a bit of a campaign. It's not good. You just kind of go in. It's like this, but like really shit. You kind of go in. They're like, hey man, here's your character. You want to buy some stuff? It's, imagine this story, but just in one little hub. And there's just 3 courses attached to it. And then Peach just gives you a trophy every time. So it's very weak. But the golf game's pretty good. It's got, it has good backspin. The shot projection was pretty solid, if I remember right. We played a lot of golf, so I'm mixing some of these up. Shot projection was good. A lot of visual variety. Varying kinds of like clubs and all that shit, and characters, and lots of different challenges, lots of different modes. It's a little weird how you unlock shit. You unlock more stages by completing challenges, so not the best shell to unlock things in. Like, you don't just beat the stages and beat tournaments like in Toadstool Tour, but you don't also have a good campaign like in, well, this one. So it's not as interesting as like for like a campaign sense, but the golf game itself, which is what really matters, is solid. 3 vanilla courses with 18 holes, but the interesting thing is it gets into 9-hole courses with special, you know, items, stage hazards, stage, you know, benefits like cannons, booster pads, bounty pad, all sorts of crazy shit. Lots of different visual variety. You're underwater, you're in Peach's Garden, you're in Donkey Kong Country, you're in fucking Bowser's fucking area. You know, it feels more like what I expected the entire series to be. So I think that was probably the best stage, the most interesting levels for me. They weren't like easy, they weren't like overly gimmicky, but there was some cool options there, and it kind of felt fun. It felt like, you know, like it was Mario Golf, right? It was very much a Mario levels. Everything looked Mario. Jesus, look at the background here. Do you notice this? It's a very like low quality picture in the very background there. You see that? I guess you're not gonna sit here and stare at that very often, but it's actually pretty. How high quality these trees are, the background's pretty piss poor. I almost feel like I saw that in like an anime, like it was cut it out of an anime, but it's alright. Yeah, I did have some kind of weird tech issues on the 3DS one. That's more on my end. You know, I probably didn't get the best experience I could have, but I'm trying to ignore that. I thought it was good. I think it was one of the best ones. Yeah, like I said, not as robust of a, you know, way to access all the modes and unlock everything, but there's a lot there. I mean, they didn't like skirt on the single player, and I think the things they did, the new novel things they did when stage design and item usage and stuff panned out a lot better than what they tried to do in Super Rush. You're still playing just golf. It's just a bit more augmented. This one, it's like you're still playing golf, but it's got like a side shitty Mario Kart on the side. So it just doesn't, like, it works in an immersion way because it is kind of like real golf where you have to walk to your ball, but it's like I don't think it's as cohesive in the gameplay side of things. So yeah, it has DLC. We didn't do the DLC. Maybe I would go back. I think it's mostly Mario 60 or Mario Golf and the N64 courses. I was not wanting to push the tech issues any farther, so. Music, I guess, was the best in that one too. I think there was good character lineups. can't say too much. And then this one. Oh wait, I did the NES Open too. The NES Open was, I mean, it's good. It's NES Golf. It's solid. It's very clean. For an NES game, has a lot of features, more than you'd think. It's got pretty solid golf, same foundation with the meter and all. You can see where a lot of this comes from, down to the out of bounds, right? Toad's telling you you're out of bounds, like in these ones, like it's the same shit. Well, this one I don't think they do, but... so you can see the influence, and it's a solid game. There's personality. Peach, I guess Daisy, Luigi, and all these other characters in Mario. I mean, they're expressive. They don't look super odd. They look pretty on point for the most part, outside of some of their wacky outfits. So that's kind of neat. It was good. I mean, there's not much you could say. There's visual variety. The courses look nice, but they're all just, you know, greens. Like it's all, you know. But it's good. If you want to try some really old school golf, it's really not too bad. Very hard execution. Extremely hard meter with very little room for error. If you even slightly miss the accuracy thing, you are fucking veering off. And wind plays a pretty heavy deal. Yeah, it's not bad. So, anyways, that's a little something about every game. I don't know if we're gonna be here gives a shit, but I'm gonna at least do a little send off for the whole fucking thing, right? I gotta talk about it because that was the whole point, right? Not just to play them. I wanted to discuss it. So tier list, and then I'll talk about lightly what I thought of the series, I guess, overall. Problems with it, strengths, overall feel. So best one, Toadstool Tour, I would say. I think that one's... I think the 3DS one gets pretty close. I do. I think you could make a good argument for the 3DS one being the best one. But I do think that Toadstool 2 are just solid courses, good variety. I like the shot projection, I like the difficulty. It's got a nice curve, but it still balls hard. It's got a bit more of your vanilla kinds of courses, but it's got a mix too. So it's like, I think it's got a little bit of everything. Good characters, like I said, look nice. I think it's just kind of your all around, just solid golf thing. It doesn't have like a big campaign or anything, but none of them really do. I mean this campaign's a joke. This is your best campaign, right? In Super Rush here. Well, no, the GBA one's probably the best. But like, it's not a serious standard, right? It's like, you know, I'm not giving them credit for splurting out a fucking piece of shit. So I'd say that was the best one, then the 3DS one, which was a World Tour. After that, I'd probably go with the Game Boy Advance one. If you just think about the novelty of it, the solid golf game for the handheld there, very responsive. I mean, it's pretty easy to understand. The physics feel good in it. It's fun to do good on it. It's a bit too easy, but it's just a solid one. You can't go wrong. Pretty decent stage variety by the time you do the final one. It's neat. I think N64 one's close behind that. So what's the order now? Toadstool Tour, Mario, or World Tour, very close. A little bit of a power gap. Game Boy Advance one, N64 one, I think are close. You could interchange those. The N64 one is novel for the time, I guess, and stuff, right? It's got some nice stage variety, but it's a little jank. Pretty shit difficulty curve. And there's not as many features as some of the other stuff. A lot of the models and stuff look like shit. Even for the time, I mean, there was shit that looked better that they made themselves. So. Decent music, you know. It's good. It's good. It's a great foundation, but I think it just gets shown up. And then after that, I would say probably this one. I'd say a bit of a power. So I think we're going in groups of 2. Toadstool Tour and then the 3DS one are pretty close, and they're in that order. Power Gap, N64 one, Game Boy Advance one. Well, Game Boy Advance one's a little bit better, but they're pretty close. Power Gap, I would say Super Rush, and then the Game Boy Color one. The Game Boy Color one is fun. It is great. It's more novel because it technically came out, before, but it's pretty bare bones. The RPG mechanics aren't super awesome. The stages are neat. Not anything crazy. It's good. It's a good game. I think it's good. I'm not saying it's not. But I think just when you just compare them on paper, the other ones just do something better, right? They're just better. It's not because it's got a lack of quality. It's absolutely worth playing, but I do think for the time, if you factor that in, the Game Boy Color one's better than this. The Game Boy Color one impressed me more than I thought. Super Rush impressed me less than I was hoping. But when you just really compare them, I think, yeah, they're kind of fun and what's there. Yeah, I'd say Super Rush is a bit better. The courses, while not crazy in this, are solid enough. It's fun to play. It's novel, kind of like the Game Boy Color one. Not as good on the novelty sense of things, but I appreciate what they try to do in Super Rush here. Maybe if Golf Story didn't exist, I'd think Game Boy Color one's even a little bit better than it is. But knowing all that good stuff, it's a lot of good characters in this one. The outfits. I don't know, but I got a lot of problems with Super Rush too. I think it's very close. I would be okay with putting the Game Boy Color one above this one, honestly. I really would. So either or, those are about even, I'd say. So, and then the NES Open, absolutely great for its time, but it's a good game. It's a great game. It's a great NES golf game. And I mean, if you want to play some golf, play 2D golf, there's a bunch of better options. If you want to play 3D golf, I mean, there are better options. It's objectively the worst out of those, but it's still great, especially for the time period. So yeah, that would be the tier list. I think that's pretty confident in that. I know it's kind of like I'm like wishy-washy in a few, but I think the chunks pretty good there. So, well now, the series as a whole, I think the series as a whole has a content problem. I think that there's too few fucking courses in almost all the games. I am willing to forgive it in stuff like the N64 one, the handheld ones, maybe a bit. Coastal Tour a little bit I can forgive it because it has a lot of extra modes and other things. But as you start getting into it, like, especially by Super Rush, man, like, the Game Boy Advance, they really should have been more at that point. Like, the series is selling pretty good. Like, the 3DS one has a lot of good variety. Not that many holes. That one, I think that's why I like that one so much, was it really did start to have a bit more courses, but I feel like that's what the series standard should have been for the most part. And even then, it's only 9 holes, so I think by the time I get to Super Rush, it really sinks in. There's just not enough courses. I don't think there's enough variety in both complexity and just raw numbers. This one never really gets harder. Toadstool Tour has a very steep curve, and 64 one does for the most part too. I just think I know that they're probably not the biggest budget. They're not probably trying to go insano on it, but there's just so much potential. There just really should be more. I mean, you look at some of these $60 games and shit, and they've got an insane amount of content. I'm not saying that content is king. I'm not saying the amount of hours you get is king. Quality time matters more. But I think in a game like this, it does matter. It is a factor, and I just really think that they probably should have some more courses. I mean, I still spent about 7 to 20 something hours on each of them, and I didn't 100% any of them. I don't think, except maybe the GBC. Oh no, I didn't do that. I got close on the handle. So it's like hours wise, it's not bad. Yeah, I don't know, just not enough. For that matter, I was surprised that overall in the series, it's played pretty straight. Most of the courses, I would say a good 80 to 85% plus, I don't know where I'm getting that number, are pretty vanilla type of courses for golf. I mean, obviously they're pretty crazy still, just because you have more control, they can't make them too vanilla, but for the most part, it's a bit more just like clean, like, you know, not any tricky stuff going on, just more clean golf. And I don't think that was a big problem. I think it was just kind of surprising, but I kind of did wish it was leaning a bit more on that 3DS side of things. So I guess I kind of did think it's a bit of a problem. It was surprisingly, I don't want to say sim-like, but leaning into that a bit more than I thought it would, instead of being arcadey. And you could see them trying to kind of push away from that in this one, and especially the 3DS one, to kind of give it a bit more identity there, but especially in this one, I don't think it's really panned out super well. Yeah, what else with the series? Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the content. There's not enough courses. Especially nowadays, I just don't think there's a good excuse for it. Super Rush really needs like 4 more at least, man. I just don't think there's enough in it. I think you could cut the adventure mode, sadly, because they're obviously not doing it well, and just probably add like a Toadstool Tour unlock by finishing the tournament style single player, and then just add 4 more courses. And I think the idea is they're just gonna pop them in DLC, and it's like, okay. I mean, at least the pricing on the 3DS DLC wasn't bad. I think you were getting for $15 6 courses, but it's like $15 for 6 courses. This is a $60 game for 6 courses. Like, so I don't know. It's a little weird there. Yeah, so what else about the whole series? I do think overall it was good. I had fun with them. I wasn't super bored. I'm definitely done now. I'm taking a fucking golf break, right? But I thought they were all fun. I think there was it's a fun series to go from beginning to end. Seeing the upgrading of the golf, seeing crazier courses, seeing the novel stuff like the handhelds with the RPG mechanics freshens it up, and then stuff like Super Rush. I think it's a fun series to go through. They're quality golf games. They're a lot more deep than I expected. I think this one was probably one of the more simple ones. Definitely a lot harder than I was expecting. I did not expect Mario Golf to be quite so hard as they are. I was getting salty in Toadstool Tour, and we spent a lot of time on the N64 one. Definitely a lot harder than I expected. Some of them were pissy, but I was probably also getting better. Like, we destroyed the Game Boy Advance one. Like, it wasn't even funny. Yeah. So that's a little something, I guess. Surprisingly, not as much Mario as I was expecting. Most of these games star a me or a fucking human. And Mario is some kind of golf deity by the end of them. Like, all the handheld ones, you ascend into the Mario world essentially to play like one course. And, I think that's okay. I really didn't hate it as much in the handheld ones because it was fun to joke about, and there still was Mario stuff. But I do think in the stage variety, you know, another place where the 3DS one does it well is it feels like it has a bit more of a Mario skin to it. In the N64 one, and especially in Toadstool Tour, it has a very just like real world kind of feel to it. Like, I feel like I'm just like an actual golf course and Mario's just there. And it's not a bad thing, but I do think a little bit more of a Mario visuals, like, and feel, you know, it was a bit more what I was expecting. And Really only the 3DS one completely nails that. This one a bit more, but yeah, it's not a big problem. It's just something I expected and I probably would like a bit more. I mean, you've got a really big list of Mario games, locations, characters, stuff you can pull from. Even if the game feels like just vanilla golf, having it visually not be is, I think, goes a long ways. This one definitely has a bit more of that Mario feel. But yeah, especially like Toadstool 3 and shit. Even though that's the best one, that one's got like, I feel like I got golf courses out here. I feel like I'm on my fucking golf courses, right? So, yeah, so more difficult than I thought. For the most part, they're all pretty good looking games, but that doesn't mean much in the long run. Yeah, I think that's really about it on the whole series. I think they're worth playing. They're all solid golf games. It's a pretty clean series. Lacking in some departments, like I said, content and stuff, but you get some decent variety in there. I don't think you could go wrong with any of them. And yeah, I'm pretty glad we did it. We'll probably do another one for the tennis games. I don't know if those are regarded as well. I've heard the Game Boy ones are pretty interesting. Or the Game Boy Advance ones, I'm not sure. They're all Camelot as well, so it's probably a similar thing. It's got like an RPG thing going on, so I imagine those are a bit shorter because golf's just a longer game, longer sport. So, but yeah, it was good. Glad we did this. I don't know if anybody's in here. You guys got anything you want to say about the Mario Golf games? Any questions? Anything you want to discuss? We can go for it. I don't know if this one was really yanking in anybody, but it's fun to do these kinds of events occasionally. Something more focused, more focused conversations and stuff. Compare the whole series back to back. I think it's just a cool thing. Only problem is you kind of fatigue. I like to switch games up a lot, so playing all Mario Golf games for what's it been like 8 or 9 days now, you get some fatigue. Yeah, that's it. Looking forward to the next one, I guess. I planned on originally timing this for the release of Super Rush, but obviously that didn't happen. Yeah. I think that's going to be it today. I probably missed something important to talk about or something interesting. I'm kind of just rambling off the cuff here. So, we're going to go ahead and probably re-go to here. I thought about doing some Monster Hunter Stories 2 trial. I still might. Do I want to? I do want to move into something else, but kind of want to chill too. I need to hit the can, so I think we're actually gonna raid Goto right now. I don't know if we got anybody here to raid, but watch a little bit of Yakuza. I might get back on in a bit and do some Monster Hunter Stories 2, do the trial, and hopefully get the game in the mail tomorrow. If I don't, whatever. I really want to start up Final Fantasy 14 again, but I've got 2 free weeks that I can start pretty much whenever the fuck I want. Where on the flip side, I really need to do Monster Hunter Stories 2 and send it in the mail before Gradius Attorney comes out, because I do use a game rental service, so I have to send things out to get things in. So it's kind of more of a priority. So I've heard Monster Hunter Stories 2 is interesting. Maybe not amazing, but good enough. So I probably am going to give it a go just to kind of see the Monster Hunter game and assets and formula kind of thrown into a different genre. So that'll probably be the next game. If I don't get everything in the mail, we're only going to play through the trial tomorrow, then probably do some other short games. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the Golfathon. It's not really a marathon, but it was kind of a marathon.